What's down, fam? It's your boy Slim South 504. Make sure y'all subscribe to Hooded Jube. You heard me? Let's go.
What's up, folks? This is John Barnes, and you already know this shit more than a game, man. You also already know that it's NOLA versus all y'all. And you also know that it ain't YouTube if you ain't subscribed to my dog, Hooded Jube. Come on, man, what are you waiting for? You already know. It's still Who Dat.
What up, family? This your boy DeRight, repping that Who Dat Nation all the way here in Florida. If it's YouTube, you gotta subscribe to my boy Hoodie Jube.
What's up, world? It's your boy Carlos Clayton. I'm the host of Uneducated Sports Talk. Subscribe to the big homie Hoodie Jube for everything New Orleans Saints. Who dat?
Hey, this your boy, Dog 17, the host of the Keeping It Real Who Dat Sports Podcast. Just want to remind y'all, go ahead and subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube's channel. And like always, love.
What's good, guys? My name is Zach.
And I'm Nonfiction, and we are Real Fan Sports.
And you need to stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to your boy, Hoodie Jube.
Hoodie Jube.
Yeah.
What's up, Who Dat Nation, man? I hope everybody's having an amazing Saturday because your boy is having a hell of a Saturday, man. And now we get to talk some Saints football with everybody. So on this episode of this live podcast, we're going to be going over the New Orleans Saints schedule, man. I'm going to tell y'all who I think we're going to beat, who I think we're going to lose to. So make sure you grab your drink, grab you some popcorn, grab whatever you need to snack on, and let's talk some Saints football.
You can't see us, I Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Power Man, dude, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say Hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Woo. Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. Woo. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say Hoodie, Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another live podcast. And for those who don't know, y'all will know there's no YouTube without your boy, Hoodie Jube, y'all. Man, I don't know how everybody's Saturday is going, but mine's going really good. Just got to relax today. Get to go live with y'all today, and then tomorrow for my Sunday, I got some plans with the family and stuff. We're gonna go eat us a nice, good buffet from the casino. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good weekend and everything. But now we here, gonna be able to talk some Saints football, be able to talk about the damn schedule, and I'm gonna tell y'all who I think we're gonna win against, who I think we're gonna lose against, and just letting y'all know some of these teams that I feel like that we're gonna lose to. The Saints have a shot to win against too, just because it's the NFL, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So this is just me being honest on how I feel, if I feel like we're going to beat that team or if I feel like we're going to lose to that team. And I'm going to let you know if I feel like they can beat that team. But I'll tell you why I think we're going to beat them, and I'm going to tell you why I don't think we can beat them, in certain scenarios. So let's give a special shout out to everybody that's here so far in the chat. I see my boy King Nep in the building. Who that to you, King Nep? I see my boy Trav504. Who that to you? I see Jerry, the old freaking G in the building. Who that to you? I got Slim Self in the building as well. Who that to you? And I'm going to give everybody else shout outs as soon as y'all log on in here and start commenting, because we do have, looks like 10 people watching so far, and that's going to be all across Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. So shout out to everybody. By the way, if anybody is new to any of these, make sure y'all hit that follow button for me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the video, and also share these videos out, with everybody, for we can grow the channel bigger and bigger. So make sure y'all do that for me. By the way, before we start going over the list, over the schedule, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Let my subscribers come on, and we're gonna discuss this thing together. So Jerry, I see you in the chat. Come hop on, brother. Come on, do the schedule with me. Slim South 504, aka TI. You can have whatever you like. Yeah. Come on, hop on in, man. Hop in that chat and come hop on with me. Come do the schedule with me as well. And by the way, while we wait for those people to log in to join on in with us tonight, I'm gonna put the schedule up right here. So this is the schedule right now. We are going to basically be, for our schedule, we are going to be, and by the way, just to let you know, anything that's in gold means we are at home. Anything that is in the black means we're gonna be away for those games. So first off, the Saints are gonna be at home to start off the season against the Carolina Panthers. Then we go on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Come back home to play the Eagles. Then we come back on the road to play the Falcons. We stay on the road and play against the two-time Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Then we go home to play the Bucks and play another home game back-to-back, but against our old head coach Sean Payton and his Broncos. Then we go on another 2-game road trip to the Chargers and the Panthers. Then we come back home for 2 games, which will be against the Falcons, the Cleveland Browns. Then we have us a bye week, and then we come back home again and play against the Rams. And then we go on the road to play the Giants, come home to play the Commanders, on the road to play Green Bay, come back home to play the Raiders, and on the road to end the season in Tampa Bay. So it's gonna be a good schedule. I think it's gonna be a fun schedule to watch, especially with the new pieces we have added to our team, and also the Clint Kubiak offense. That's where I'm really excited for and really ready to see is how that plays out. Like I said, we're still waiting for some people. Come on, Slim South. Come on, Jerry. I know y'all want to come on here and talk this schedule with me. Click that link. By the way, give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm gonna hurry up and attach that link to the top of the chat for I don't have to keep doing it every time somebody pops in and they might need it. So give me a second and let me pin this to the top real quick. Hold on. All right. This should be pinned to the top for y'all. So for anybody that wants to come on, by the way, if you are watching through Twitter or on Twitch, if you do want to join the page, all you got to do is literally go on the YouTube channel, which is on my Twitter profile. If you want to just look up on the Twitter profile, click that link, go to the live that we're on right now, and click the link that's inside the live chat. You'll see the StreamYard app, and you can click on that and come talk to some Saints football with us. Come talk to schedule and let us know what y'all start is on the New Orleans Saints schedule for this year. But first, we got somebody waiting to hop on, and that is my brother, no other than T.I. You can have whatever you like. Yeah. What's up,
I
man?
can have whatever I like, yeah.
What's going on, Hoodie?
Not much, man. Not for sure Jerry's gonna hop in because usually he'll hop in by now. But if he does, we'll bring him on. Um, to basically discuss everything. But I did want to go over the schedule, because I did see some other YouTubers going live, giving them their schedules and stuff. And I like to, give everybody my word and tell y'all what I think, of this schedule. And
Right.
me because I was watching my boy No Cat No Filter. Shout out to him.
Shout out No Cap.
I was in there, showing love to him. And he already said it too. Me and him had a little back and forth on Twitter, because he doesn't agree with some of the stuff, I do. I don't agree with some of the stuff that he thinks, But at the end of the day, we're Saints family. We, YouTube family. We're Twitter family, So we all good. And me and him is gonna definitely do a collab soon. once we get some free time and all that, we're gonna definitely collab with him. And see the different sides of what I see, and he's gonna tell y'all what he sees. And by the way, go follow him on No Caps No Filter Saints over there. Like I said, he's doing great things over there as well on his YouTube channel. But my schedule and my prediction is going to be a lot different than most people, because if you look at most of the Saints fans right now, they are very very, like, I wouldn't say they fully off the team, but they're not predicting us to get at least 9 wins. Some people are saying 6 to 7 wins at the most. They think the Saints are going to win, just because they don't like Carr and they don't like Dennis Allen. That's the two main reasons why people are predicting us to lose this and that. But on the other hand, I'm one of more of those guys who are more, I guess you can say, more positive, about the team. No matter what they went through last year, I still look at the stuff that we went through that caused us to do certain things. Even though I'm gonna tell y'all up front, I still don't believe in Coach Dennis Allen like that. Like everybody else. I don't think Carr is the future. Because and I'm gonna tell you the one reason why I don't think Carr is the future. If you look at the NFL, you look at all these younger quarterbacks that are in the league. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. You're looking at all of these young folks. C.J. Stroud. You're looking at all these people that are younger and that are becoming these starting quarterbacks. What are something that they can do that Carr can't? Run out the pocket, use their legs, right? Extend the play. That's what this league is coming to. People are getting so much quicker and so much stronger and athletic. These defensive ends are just killing offensive tackles, no matter how good they are. So it's crazy. So you got to be able to utilize your legs, extend the plays, and stuff like that. So me, I don't think Carr is the future. But will I say I don't think Carr can get us to a playoffs? No, I think he can get us to the playoffs. Can they get us all the way to the Super Bowl? It just depends on how good, this offense, can click to the new QB offense, and, how healthy can this team stay. That's the only way I can say we have a good shot at it, right? So I'm on the bandwagon with everybody. I don't believe in Dennis Allen, but one thing I know Dennis Allen that I can give him a bunch of credit for is a few things. He's great at defense. He's great at using people who might not be that good and turning them into, contract players, getting them to go get contracts somewhere else. And then also another thing he's been doing really good lately, which I know a lot of people ain't giving him the credit for as a head coach, is he's actually been drafting really good the last few years, drafting people that's going to be, franchise players for your team. And he's not going in there and just drafting people that, let's just draft him because he's so big. Let's go draft him because of this. No, they drafting the best available at that spot, or drafting a big need that they need for that, for a certain position. So that's what I like about, the Dennis Allen part. The part that I feel like a lot of people hate about him is it's lies. He don't know how to be a little honest. He don't need to be throwing people under the bus. He needs to solve the situation. If you have any beef, like you had beef with Michael Thomas, you had beef with supposedly Marshawn Lattimore, they were saying in the locker room. If you was having beef with certain people, fix that problem. You're the head coach for a reason. Solve your problem, squash the beast. These are your players. You do not want to lose good players just because you was having some type of beef. You can fix that as a head coach. Also, don't throw the games away. Don't choke at the end. But I think that's where Dennis Allen went and did the smart thing and went and got a real offensive coordinator that has an offense that's been working in the league for years. So to go get a guy to where, okay, we up 17-0 in the fourth quarter against Green Bay. They're not going to beat it because we're going to at least get another touchdown or a field goal to die that 18 points that they're trying to get to beat us to come back. We need to find ways to close out these games, especially last year. There's a lot of games we just didn't close out, and it just sucked, So I think so. That's why I said there's so much I looked at from last year, and there's so much stuff I looked at what we got this year so far. I'm looking at what Clint Kubiak can do, what type of offense he brings. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the playmakers we have, and I'm looking at this schedule. And look, I'm just letting y'all know the way I put the schedule up and how I decided my wins and losses. I looked at it as a healthy scratch all year. Just me saying, with our full roster versus their full roster, this is what my prediction is. So I'm not predicting it. Oh, well, he's gonna go hurt this week, and this person ain't gonna play, and this and that. And this is me thinking with a Clint Kubiak type of offense, this is how many more wins I feel like we can get, and this and that.
Right.
So that's why I'm just trying to let everybody keep their minds open and all of that, keep their eyes open for this. But Slim, you ready for me to put this up and show y'all my calendar?
Let's do it.
All right. So let me do this. I'm gonna put up the calendar I had earlier, like this, So remember, the gold is home. The black means you're away. You're playing away.
Okay.
Let's go
I got
game
you.
by game. I'm gonna let you give me your prediction first, okay? And then because I only did one calendar that has everything on it, and I don't want to give everybody the whole schedule, just boom, just like that. So let's go over yours first, and then I'm gonna see how similar, your prediction compared to mine would be. So for Carolina, what you got? Carolina at
A
home.
W. That's a win. That's a win.
That's a win. Okay, so you got us a W. So we got us 1-0 so far.
Yeah.
All right, then we go on the road and we play at Dallas Cowboys.
Win. Close game,
got
but
us a win.
That's a close game, but we'll
close
win.
game on the road. Okay. So they start off 2-0 again, like last year.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we come back home and we play the Eagles.
That's an L.
Okay. So L. So we're 2-1.
They gotta show we beat the Eagles before, but without Jalen Hurts. We gotta prove that we could beat Jalen Hurts. So
yeah.
I'm gonna call that an L.
Remember though, we did beat him without Jalen Hurts, but don't forget we beat him with Andy Dalton. We didn't beat him with Jameis Winston, our starting quarterback. We beat him with a backup. So it was really backup versus backup.
Well,
and that roster was 10 times better, AJ Green, Devontae Smith.
And I'm gonna tell you this too, Hoodie. I'm gonna base this on will we trade Lattimore or not? That's what I'm basing this on.
Okay.
I'm just like, if we don't trade Lattimore or we do trade Lattimore, I'm really basing it on that. We gotta keep Lattimore.
Mm-hmm.
He's important.
I'm doing it as like my schedule. Like when I pull mine up after yours, I'm gonna show you. This is just what everybody on the roster. That's what we got right now. This is what I'm predicting. No injuries, no trades, just what we got.
All right.
Boom.
So we fully healthy with everybody. Okay, I got you.
Yep. That's how I did it, because I don't want to say, because I know what Big Q said. He thinks 100% Sean is getting traded after June 1st. To save the money, get some picks. But I'm not gonna say that and predict, my schedule, because he's still on the roster. So whoever's on my roster right now, that's what I'm gonna predict it as.
All right, we're doing it right now. Okay, I got you.
Yep. So then we go to week 4. So you got us at 2-1. We're going to week 4, and we on the road against Atlanta.
That's a win. That's another home game for us. You know that. Screw Atlanta. You know what it is.
So we at 3-1.
3-1.
Then week 5, you play the 2-time Super Bowl champions.
Oh, and that's an error here, right? So
yeah.
Is that that's a Monday night game, right? I think.
Yeah, it's a primetime game. Mahomes usually signs on primetime, but do remember that they did trade for a guy named Hollywood Brown, and I thought him and Rasheed Rice was going to be a nice good combo because of what Rasheed Rice did last year as a rookie. Well, now it looks like he might be suspended for a good while after that incident he did, and all these other things he's getting locked up on him. So if that's the case, now you're stuck with this Hollywood Brown, and Travis Kelce, and still no legit big running, passing. I know Isaiah Pacheco, whatever his name is a pretty good runner, but I'm not gonna lie. If we see another good season from him, then I'm gonna legitimately say, okay, there's their running back, because he kind of reminds me of AK a little bit. He can do a little bit of
right.
But I gotta see another full good season of it to say, okay, yeah, that's the man. Just because of one good season, I gotta see more from him. But what's your prediction on this one on a Monday Night Football?
This is I ain't gonna lie to you, Hoodie, bro. This a tough one here. Like on the road in Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium on Monday night. I'm gonna go loss, but a close loss.
close loss. Okay, so we add 3-2.
Right.
After the first 5 games, which is really good. You know, because you got to realize our tough schedule is at the beginning of the season right here.
Right. And
Because
then Derek Carr still, he's still learning a new system too. So
yeah, everybody's still learning a new system. Plus, you're playing 3 of your rivalries in the first 6 games, and then you're playing 3 really tough teams that was in the playoffs last year, and one of them being the Super Bowl champions back to back.
right.
So I was like, okay, cool,
yeah.
whatever. All right, so now we at 3-2. Now you come back home for 2 back-to-back games. First, you taking off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home.
Close game, but that's a win.
Close one, but we win this time. Gotcha. Then we are 4-2 going into week 7, and we come back home for a Thursday night football game against our old head coach, Sean freaking Payton, and his new quarterback, Bo Nix.
Oh, and that's a home game on a Thursday night. I'm gonna go. I might sound crazy, but I'm gonna go W. I'm gonna go and win.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna say. Going to W right here is not crazy because they don't even have Jerry Jeudy anymore. Their number 1 receiver is Courtland Sutton.
Right.
That's it.
But and then they have a rookie quarterback with Bo Nix. So yeah, I'm gonna go with W.
Yeah. So you're not going crazy. All right, and then we are 5-2 now after 7 games off of your prediction so far, and we got 2 away games back to back. First up, we're going to meet the Chargers in LA. So what you giving us that one? And this is the one that's been tricky with me with a lot of family members, especially Saints fans. A lot of people have been giving us L's on this one, and that's the one where I'm kind of lost. Like, yes, you still got Justin Herbert, but who is he throwing it to? All his veteran players are gone. Austin Eckler's out of there as his number 1 back. His receiver, Keenan Allen. No, he went to the Bears. He got traded to the Bears. Mike Williams is gone. Mike Williams left.
About that.
They got nobody on offense besides Justin Herbert and some rookies and stuff like. So I got to see. I don't know how Harbaugh, and don't forget, Chargers defense is not even that good either. So that's the real question. Why is everybody acting like we can't beat the Chargers, who are in a real rebuild mode right now with just the quarterback?
Right. And but that I ain't gonna lie to you, Hoodie. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one, Hoodie. I ain't gonna lie to you. With that being said, I'm gonna go L because we don't do too well in LA for some reason. For some reason, we don't win in LA.
All right, so you got us at 5-3.
5-3 through 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, through 8 games, you got us at 5-3 so far. And then you go on the road again, and you're going against Carolina Panthers in their territory.
So we in Carolina week 9.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna lie to you. We do pretty well. I know it's a new season. We do really well against the Kitty Cats, the Carolina Kittens. So I'm gonna go W.
Okay. So 6-3 after 9 games. 6-3, not bad. Then we go back to 3 home games in a row. You got 2 home games to bye, and then another home game. So basically 4, kind of good weeks. So you take on Atlanta Falcons at home.
I'm always pick my Saints against Atlanta. You know that, Hoodie. Come on, man. Even if we win or lose, screw Atlanta. You know that. That's a dub.
So that's 7-3. Then you go at home and you play the Cleveland Browns, which you don't know if it's going to be Deshaun Watson that week or Jameis Winston.
That's a tough one though, man. Like Cleveland has a pretty good defense. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go L. I'm gonna go L with that one.
All right, so L with them.
Every time we play Cleveland, it's a pretty tough game. Even though we beat them last time we played them, but pretty tough. That's a pretty tough team. So I'm gonna go L before the bye week.
So 7-4 before the bye week. Not bad record to go into a bye week. We're 7-4. Then you come out and you play LA Rams at home this time instead of playing them on the road. We're playing at home. Now, a lot of people I've been listening to been saying that it's going to be the Rams going to beat us by a lot. Which, cool. Y'all can think that, but I remember last year, we just could not score worth of shit until I think the third, almost the fourth quarter, and
Right.
we brought it down to I think a 7 or 8 point game, and
I
then
think it was 8 point game.
the defense couldn't get the stop right at the end to give us one more chance to get in the end zone while we was actually scoring up the points. So, and that was on the road too, by the way, on a primetime game I think or whatever against the Rams that time, and that was with an injured quarterback too. So, just saying, with a new offensive play caller, and you going to week 13, so the offense should be getting some rhythm by then. Definitely,
Right.
definitely should have their shit together by then, unless you're injured.
Right.
But I'm talking about this healthy
But
one-on-one. So
right. But I'm gonna tell you who that I'll take Sean McVay over Dennis Allen. That's an L.
okay,
I
so
just
Sean
think
McVay,
just like he's gonna outcoach him. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just my opinion and what I've seen. What's up, Philly, Queen Dana?
So we at 7-5 coming out the
7-5.
after the bye week. Yep. Then you go on the road and play the Giants.
Oh, so we going to Newark, New York, huh? I'll go dub. I'm gonna go a W.
W. Okay, so we 8-5.
Yeah, we match up well against the Giants.
All right, so 8-5. Then we come back home and play LSU, Jaden Daniels and his Washington Commanders at home.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. So we're at home against the Commanders, against Jalen Daniels.
Yep. So you're gonna
coming
see
back home.
half Saints fans and half LSU jerseys in there.
So, what's my record right now so far?
8-5.
8-5. I'm torn between this game. I ain't gonna lie to you, Hoodie. This gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna go L on this one.
Okay.
I think Jalen Daniels, he's gonna
so 8-6.
get a win coming back. Yeah.
Okay. Then you go on the road and play Green Bay in December. So it's a snowy, cold December 23rd. It's a night game too, by the way, 7:15.
And I'm mad about this one because the last time we played Green Bay, we was up 17-0 and Lambeau.
Yep, and Lambeau, and that was last year. You think we would have got the home game this year since we played them last year in Lambeau?
So now we back at Lambeau, week 16. I'm gonna go L on this one too.
Okay, so you got us at I believe 8-6 now.
8-6.
Or was it
86?
86? No, 87.
Right?
87.
87? Okay.
Yeah, it was 8-6 after the Commanders. So 8-7 after Green Bay.
Okay.
Yep. And then we come home, we play the Raiders.
That's a W.
All right, so 9-7.
And week 18 is a W.
Against the Bucs, so 10-7. So you got us going 10-7.
Yes.
Gotcha. By the way, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I see Miss Dana in here, popped in. I see Neville Lewis in here. I see Philly. I see the OG Stoner in the chat. So who that to everybody that popped on in here. But let's so my schedule. And I'm not gonna explain to everybody too why, because I know a lot of people might say, "Oh, how the hell you got them winning this one and losing this one? Like what the frick?" Well, let me explain. So here it is. Check marks means we winning. X means you lost. So I got us going into week 1 at home. Carolina Panthers. We beating them. Week 2, we go on the road to the Cowboys. I got us losing that one, but this is a flip, like a coin flip, because they not the American team anymore like they are. They did lose some good pieces. Right. By the way, the O-line ain't the same. Their running backs ain't there. Besides, they getting an old Ezekiel Elliott back, so maybe that might help them a little bit. But other than that,
we will shut them down. We'll shut them down.
They gotta rely on their defense a lot. So then we come back home and we play against the Eagles, right? So a lot of people's like, well, how the hell you got us beating the Eagles? Well, we beat them before, and we both played with backup quarterbacks, and that was with a shitty ass Pete Carmichael offense that we was having over there, and we still somehow beat y'all with Andy Dalton and Gardner Minshew, who I think Gardner Minshew is a lot better than Andy Dalton, just being honest. And Yao Marshall was a lot better that year too. So, and plus, it's not in Philly, it's in New Orleans. So, I feel like that's going to be a good matchup for us. I think we can beat them. Week 4, we go on the road to Atlanta. You know how we do against Atlanta. We don't like them. So we're going to, pick the win, at Atlanta. Now, we go and we play Monday night prom game against the Chiefs. I got that as a loss, because they're the 2-time Super Bowl champs. The Saints got to show me that they can be the Super Bowl champions. But like I said, we'll see how good they are coming into Week 5, knowing that they got a tough schedule because they're the Super Bowl champions. And we got to see how they do with a new Hollywood Brown on their team and no Rasheed Rice now, with the incident that he's having. Then we come back home in Week 6, play the Bucs. I got us beating the Bucs that week. Then I got us coming back home on that Thursday night and beating Sean Payton. So this is like our revenge. Thank you for leaving us, you punk. Boom. Beat you. Which with the team that you don't even have. Then I got us coming at Week 8 against the Chargers. I got us on a 4-game win streak, y'all. So I got us beating the Chargers. Because like I said, the Chargers are new. It's a new team. They're rebuilding. They got to get used to all the new people. And the new head coach, we got to see how Harbaugh's going to use certain plays to help Herbert and all that. So no receivers and Keenan Allen or Mike Williams, basically your number one is like Quentin Johnson. So, and he didn't do good in NFL so far. So that's a dub for us. Then you go to Week 9, you're playing the Carolina Panthers again. So I got us another W. And then here comes our third loss of the season. And that's against the Atlanta Falcons at home, because the Saints, for some reason, always find a way to at least split with the Falcons and the Bucs. There's always a way we find a way to split it. So that's why I split it at home. Then we come back home again against the Cleveland Browns before we go to the bye week. And I got us winning that game because last time we played them in their home place in a cold, snowy place, and we still came out with a W, and we still got a win, and that was with Deshaun Watson playing. We still got a W. So I can still see us winning. So with that saying, I have us at, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I got us at 8-3 record before the bye week, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good record to see. Your
damn good record, Hoodie.
Yep. And like I said, before anybody judge what I gotta say, this is me saying if everything goes as the plan, defense still the defense that we know. Clint Kubiak comes in here and they just start clicking on all cylinders, because like I said, they brought Brock Purdy and their type of offense, with Kyle Shanahan. Because like I said, Clint Kubiak and Kyle Shanahan run basically almost the same damn thing. The only difference, some of their plays might be different. They're not gonna have the exact same freaking play, but their scheme and all that is almost the same. So if that type of offense can help a last pick of the draft and Brock Purdy, succeed with the weapons around him, I think we can start clicking and help Carr, especially what's the best thing. And you can ask Big Q, what's the best way to get the best out of Carr? It's play action Carr. That's what he says. Play action Carr. It's the best Carr you can have. So guess what? That's what we're probably going to do a lot. That's why he wants to get the running game going with the Clint Kubiak, which is going to run into a lot of motions and play action. And like I said, all these motions, when you're running one guy to one side to the other, that's just going to help you identify what defense that the defense are running, because they're going to run with them if they're a man, or they're going to stay put if they're in zone. They're not going to chase the other guy down the field with him, right? So that's going to help Carr and the quarterback identify what type of defense they're running. And, like I said, they like to get the ball out the quarterback's hands quick, and they like to do a lot of play action / motion / run. So that's why I think it's going to be a lot better this year for our New Orleans Saints. So I got us at 8-3 at the bye. Then we come out the bye, and I got the Rams beating us, even though I do think we can beat the Rams. Like I said, we almost had a shot last year, but we just started off really goddamn slow because of the injuries, So it is what it is. But like I said, that is a coin flip for me too for the Rams. It's a coin flip. I think we can beat them. That's just a coin flip between them. So then we go and we play the New York Giants, and we beat them because they don't have Saquon Barkley, their best player, anymore to help them out, right? Then we go play at home against the Commanders. Yes, I love Jaden Daniels, but hey, y'all still need a lot more help over there with the Commanders before y'all become teams that I get scared of, So right now, I'm taking that as a W. Now, here's the one that I hear a lot of our Saints fans going crazy about, which is the Green Bay one. Cold weather, it's snow, it's in Lambeau, we're getting our ass whooped by a mile. Did y'all forget that we just played the Browns not too long ago in the cold weather, and we beat them in Deshaun Watson with an Andy Dalton at quarterback?
Right.
when we had him on the team, and
What's up, Megan?
Deshaun Watson decided to be healthy and was ready to play against us, and
Right.
then and then I think people forgot. People trying to say, oh, they're gonna beat us by a mile because we're playing in cold weather and snow, even though we won games in the snow and shit before. Like I said recently, was the Cleveland Browns.
And to your point, Hooded, the Saints in recent years have been a better road team. I gotta say that.
Oh yeah, definitely. They've been a better road team too, which is insane. And then Green Bay, did we not? Was we not beating them last year? Wasn't we not beating Green Bay last year, y'all? 17 nothing going into the fourth quarter, and then Carr got hurt. We used Jameis Winston the rest of the game, and we just try to be safe with the damn ball instead of actually trying to score on them and win the game. So we lost 18-17. So for people that's saying I think the Green Bay is going to be a blowout game, I think that's a little insane. I understand y'all scared of the snow and cold weather, but we beat the Browns not too long ago in the cold, snowy rain weather. Because why? Most games that require the snow, usually you see a lot of people basically run the ball because it's hard to throw the ball, especially in snow, right? So most people like to run the ball. And guess what QB's offense is? They are a running game. And what do we got? We got good running backs. Kamara, Jamal Williams, Kendrick Miller. You got Taysom Hill you can utilize in run games, So you got a lot of things. So that's why I can feel like the Saints can come over here and they say, we was up on y'all ass 17-0 before our quarterback got hurt. So guess what? We're coming back for our revenge. We're going to get our W this year. Like I said, you and me was talking about daylight. I'm kind of shocked that we don't get the home field advantage this time. That's
right.
That's what kind of got me shocked. I was shocked that we didn't do that, but it is what it is. Then you got to come back home against the Las Vegas Raiders. This is Dennis Allison's old team that he coached, and this is Derek Carr old team, right? And they are still looking to figure out who's their quarterback of the future. Is it Aiden O'Connell? Is it going to Minshew, who they just picked up? Who is going to be their quarterback for the Raiders? Like, who's going to be that guy? They don't know. Don't get me wrong. Their head coach that they just got from last year. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I like his attitude. He's a really good coach. They like to buy into his team. But I feel like by the time we play them in Week 17, it's going to be a team, a New Orleans Saints team that's going to buy in probably by then, especially with a Clint Kubiak offense. Like I said, I love the offense and all the type of plays that he's going to bring to the table for the New Orleans Saints. So I feel like that, plus you're at home, plus you're trying to get like a revenge game for, even though they're like, oh, no, it's all love and all that. Nah, it's revenge. Carr, it's revenge. Dennis Allen, just a team that just got rid of you. So I feel like they're going to win that one. And then at the end of the season, we go on the road and play Tampa. And like I said, we always do split at least one game with Tampa Bay and the Falcons. So that's why I got those L's there as well. So if you count all of that, I believe that's going to be 5 losses. So I got us at 12 and
5.
So like I said, that's my record prediction. If everything right now, as you just look at it, there's no Lattimore traded yet. So with everybody on the team that we have currently on the roster, everybody stays healthy, and the Clint Kubiak offense just comes in here and do what they got to do on the offense, and be successful. There's no reason why this team cannot go 12-5. There's no reason why they can't, because the reason why I tell this a lot of people, you finished 9-8 last year with a terrible offensive play caller, like the most predictable play caller you can have, and you had an injured quarterback. You had an injured quarterback all last year. You even had injuries throughout the damn team. No Lattimore for 10, 11 games.
Yeah, he's out a long time.
So you had a lot of injuries. You had a lot of bullshit play calling, a lot of what would you call it? Beef in the locker room, I guess. Beef.
Beef.
Beef and stuff like that. Yeah, going in the locker room, stuff like that. With the Michael Thomas situation and shit like that. So we're gonna see how much beef we're gonna go into the season with this season. So if you take all of that out and you put you a way better offensive coordinator, which I think, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna use this as an example for people who might not heard me say this example before. Let's say the Saints had. By the way, what's up? No Cap. Let's say you have 20. I don't know. Let's say the Saints was ranked 25th last year, right, in offense. If Clint Kubiak comes in here and just gets us up to the top 15 through 20 offense, go up 5 to 10 spots in the offensive ranking, you get in the end zone when you need it to, you just get up a little bit better. Those 9 games that we did, I feel like especially the one against Green Bay, we could have closed that out. That would have been 10 wins. And they had other games where we could have closed it out. Remember we all thought that Jaguar game was going to be a bad inning, but we basically almost tied that bitch up. But we had a drop in the end zone for
Yeah.
Moreau dropped that. So if we can just close out the games and not have some of these games super close, especially with our offense being a lot better, like I said, you just bring that ranking up about 5 to 10 more rankings than what it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way why a Saints fan can't see us having 12 wins. Just because you don't like Carr and just because you don't believe in Dennis Allen, that's cool. Trust me, like I said, I don't believe in Dennis Allen like that. And I don't think Derek Carr is the future because the motherfucker's just not mobile. And this league has turned into a mobile league quarterback. You know, you got to have your legs. You got to be able to utilize your legs and do what you got to do with your legs. But if you can't do that, it's going to be hard for you in the NFL unless your offensive line is so great and you got an offensive coordinator that's going to help you get the ball out your hand quick. Other than that, them defensive ends, those blitzes coming from, the safeties, no matter where they're coming from, they're coming for your ass. So you got to have a leg. You got to be able to extend the plays. You can't be a quarterback that goes down after right when they touch you in the backfield. You got to be able to do it all. So that's why I don't believe in all of them like that. But with the type of offense Clint Kubat's bringing in that helps out any quarterback, it's safe for any quarterback you put them in, as long as you got the, right people around them, which I think we do. We got really good receivers around them, especially your two speedsters and Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. I think A.T. Perry's going to turn into something great because he showed us a lot of big flashes last year. When you put him in, he, did his thing out there. So that's just me. With everybody healthy, no injuries, nothing. Everything's going as planned. I got us at the 12-5. So that's my record. I think you had us at 10-7. I think you said
10-7
for your prediction.
And
Yeah,
be honest
so-
with you, I was being real generous because I ain't gonna lie to you. In our own division, we usually always split instead of sweeping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm being generous with 10, but honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe 7 or 8. I'm being real with you. But 10-7,
Gotcha.
yeah, like everything works out. It damn sure should be 10-7, but we know how the Saints are, man. It's just like I know we have a new offensive coordinator. We're gonna damn sure have a new offensive line. It depends on that offensive line and the player Derek Carr. That's it. No more excuses,
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's how I
Like
see it.
that's it. No excuses, bro. Like
Yep.
I want to be optimistic, but man, come on. The Who That Nation deserves a winner. Can we agree on that? Everybody in the chat, the Who That Nation deserves a winner, right? Put yes in the chat.
Hell yeah, we deserve a goddamn winning team, man. And the crazy thing is, last year with all the bullshit we went through, we still had a winning record, 9-8. And like I said, we were literally fourth quarter up by 17, should have closed that game out to be in the fucking playoffs, and we choked, after the people got injured. So that's why I said,
Megan.
if you
I know
if you
Megan.
vote,
Seahawks got him. I know Megan. I know
if
Megan. Rub it
you vote
in.
for that
I know
healthy season,
Megan.
hey.
But yeah, man, like matter of fact, that Green Bay game really haunted us last season. Like
Yeah.
17, nothing, man. That one game. Matter of fact, not even just that one. Did we play in Houston that year too? I think we could have won that one. I think we played the Houston Texans in Houston. So it's a couple games that got away from us.
My boy No Cap said 12 games, laugh out loud. Hey, I told you, I'm being honest. This is what I think. If we got 9 wins last year, why can't we get 12 wins with a better offensive coordinator? That I feel like that's gonna bring. I think he's gonna bring us at least up 5 rankings than what we were last year. So that's just my opinion. I do think that. And then let's see. He also said something else. Let's see what No Cap said. He said that everyone solely blaming Pete Carmichael for not making playoffs actually showed that if Lions had our schedule and breaks we had, and Pete was their OC, do you think they missed the playoffs? It just depends. I mean, do they have a injured quarterback throughout the season that had a shoulder injured too? If you want to put that into play, we can say that too. So if Jared Goff had a shoulder injury and was fighting through it, then we'll see. We don't know if they make the playoffs. You got to see. So you got to put everything that the Saints went through and put them in there too, and also draw in the Pete Carmichael predictable offense that everybody knew he was doing. Literally, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think they have a video out where Tampa Bay knew what the fuck we were running. Like they knew what we was doing, and they were laughing on the sidelines about it when they were beating us in the dome.
Everybody knew what we were doing.
That's what I was saying.
Predictable. Everybody knew it.
That's what I'm saying. I see Bruce Saints in the building as well, and Edward Green as well. Who that to y'all as well? By the way, we do have Miss Megan waiting to get on, so let me bring her on back here as well. How you doing, Miss Megan?
Hi guys, sorry my voice is so bad. I've got laryngitis, but yeah, you got 10. Have you seen our schedule?
Mm-hmm.
I reckon I have very low expectations for the Seahawks this year with everything that's going on. I've got us at 7 to 9, 10 absolute best case scenario. So, but I'm just looking at what you've got here. So, yeah, Kansas will be. You've got the Cowboys as a loss? How?
Which one?
Jerry's World? Come on, guys. If you cannot beat the Cowboys, Cowgirls, what is going on? Okay, I will grant you Kansas. Yeah, okay, fair. LA. Yeah, okay. But you can beat Green Bay, but you can't beat the Cowboys? How does that exactly work? Okay, Tampa, yeah, fair.
Because it's something about, because this is my thing, it's something about the Cowboys when you play them, especially at their home, and it's just something between the Cowboys and the Saints that's been going on for years. It's kind of like a small rivalry, you know.
Oh, it's going to say rivalry.
Yeah, that's not inside of the division. You know, it's just like every time we play this team, we always got something to say to each other, you know, especially when my uncle was a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. He still is. We used to talk shit every year on like Thanksgiving, because it used to be almost like a Thanksgiving shit every year where we used to play Cowboys.
Right.
And then they stopped doing that for a while. But that's why I was saying, that's why I'm giving them the win and the edge. Because that's like a coin flip for me,
so for the Seahawks, hoodie, that would be the equivalent of the Seahawks playing the 49ers. I fucking hate that team. I used to love them back in the day before I came to my senses. So it's basically a rivalry thing.
Mm-hmm.
You mean, rather than... Yeah, okay, no cap. Yeah, it's just the Cowboys always make me laugh. I'm sorry, it's Jerry's world and we're living in it. And I don't mean OG Jerry, by the way, Jerry Jones. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I was
Yeah. They are a better. I will give it to them. They are a better home team. But the one thing I draw in there, they don't have Tony Pollard anymore. So now you're running with an old Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, an old Ezekiel
Elliott. Getting rid of Pollard, you think, Slim?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then they're
absolutely.
And then CeeDee Lamb is their only good, really big weapon. And Ferguson, you know, is a tight end. But receiver wise, you know, Lamb is their biggest guy. And the O line hasn't gotten better since, you know, O line gotten worse. I think they lost their offensive lineman too this offseason. To somebody, I forgot who it was. But the Cowboys are a little iffy, you know, they're gonna be a little. I feel like they're not gonna be the best of the best, you know, especially making it to the playoffs last year. They're gonna have to have a tough, you know, schedule too, facing teams that gotten better, especially in their division too. You know, their division people have gotten better too. So it's gonna be fun to watch football this season, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of teams in the NFL, like with the way the talent is, like how much talent is coming in through the drafts each year now, it seems like almost every single team, and I say in the next 5 years, every team is gonna be so good. Like it's gonna be like mix and match, like who's the better coach now. Like it's not up to the players anymore. It's a matter of who's gonna come up with the best plays for you, who's gonna come down and you know, be able to out coach the other coach. You know, that's what I think it's gonna come down to really bad, because they got so many people with so much talent now, you can't even predict. Because you'll be like, oh, the Chiefs are the 2-time Super Bowl champs, they're about to run it back again, and they come out this year, then they might only win 9 games because they're a Super Bowl champ, so they got a hard schedule. You know, they might not even make it. You never know. You know, it's just because the NFL, it's the NFL, and that's why I tell people we can predict the Saints to go 0-17. But then again, the Saints could
and that's why,
and they can go win 14 games and shock your ass, because it's the NFL. Any given Sunday, you know, you might go play the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes hurt. There you go. That L I gave you, we just got a W now. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen. So
and I think that's why I'm so excited for so excited for the Seahawks because we have no idea what's going on with our new coaches, and we've just signed all our rookies from the draft in the last couple of days. And I still say 7-9. Some 12s are saying Super Bowl. Yeah. Delusional fans. So, yeah, I'm just looking at what I love about two things I love about our schedule is we get Denver again at home 2 years after Russell left. So that's going to be great. And we get a week 10 bye. We had week 5 last year and it sucked. So, yeah, we've got the Pats, the Dolphins, Lions, the usual suspects. But I've got very low expectations for us this year. But as you said, Hoodie, I'm saying 7-9. But as you said, who knows? This is what I love. I was on a Lions channel this morning saying it's way too early to make predictions because we just don't know. But isn't that the fun of making the predictions? So you come back next year and go, God, I got that so wrong, or I was so right, But yeah. But you should get the Cowboys. If you don't, just pack your bags and go home week 2, boys. We're done. I'm out. But the rest of it, yeah, Kansas, yeah. You don't think you can? Oh, you think you can take the Falcons? Yeah. Tampa, you've split. I'm just looking. Broncos again. If you don't beat the Broncos, go. Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You've got. Yeah, we've got the Giants. So yes, I agree with most of it except the Cowboys. I have to say, looking at what you've got there, Hoodie, but yeah.
Yeah. I see my boy No Cat No Filter. He said they were contenders and they won 12 games 3 years straight. Their head coach is solid. No way we win 12. We got to make a friendly bet about Saints winning 12 games, Hoodie. Well, this is me, No Cat No Filter. This is me, though. This is the one thing I will say to people. And I said it a bunch of times. I don't know if you came in later when I first said it. The reason why my team, my Saints got 12 wins on this roster is because I'm predicting it as it is right now. My team stays healthy.
As of today.
This is no Marshawn Lattimore being traded. This is him on the roster. This is legitimately everything happened how I want it to happen. This is Clint Kubiak coming in, and the offense is doing good, which means instead of being ranked, because like I said, I always got to use it as an example. Instead of being ranked 25th offensive ranking, Clint Kubiak comes in and brings us to the 20th, maybe the 15th. He moves us 5-10 spots in that offensive ranking. That's going to help us close out some of those games that we couldn't win last year that were really goddamn close. It ain't like we just got smacked around all year last year and we're shits. The defense held us in the game. We just could not punch it into the end zone and we was getting fucked. Now you get an offensive coordinator that can help you get in the end zone and not help you from getting them after, and this is me just thinking of what he does with the type of offense they run and how it helps anybody that they run. That's why his dad offense and his boy that he went and coached with, Kyle Shanahan, him and his dad, been running these different type of plays and playbooks for years, and it's been working. So I feel like it's going to help us connect it. So like I said, no injuries, no trades. Everything's working fine with the offense. The defense is still the defense that we have. There's no reason why we can't win 12 games on this roster because we beat Cleveland before in their hometown during the snow with Deshaun Watson. We beat them. Boom. So why can't we beat them? Eagles, we beat them at their home. Yeah, they didn't have Jalen Hurts, but we had Andy Dalton. We had an injured quarterback too. So
I don't like your chances against the Eagles. Sorry. I like it. I mean, good luck, and hope you do. But I don't know. That's the one I'm sort of looking at. Falcons, as I said, Kansas City. Yeah.
Nobody ain't about no goddamn Falcons. Nobody worry about no goddamn fucking look. This is the thing that's making me laugh. A lot of people like Kirk Cousins, cool, but this motherfucker don't have nobody to throw to, dog. The Falcons receivers are ass. Y'all acting like they
pissed.
Got Justin Jefferson on the team and Adam Thielen when Kirk Cousins was playing. Y'all acting like he got those receivers. He's got a Drake London and a Darnell Mooney, who was like the second and third string for the Bears, and he's gonna be their second string. They literally do not scare me, and they're speedster that always did good for the Bucks, and when he went to the Falcons last year, Scotty Miller, he's not even there anymore. I think he went to Pittsburgh or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not scared. I'm really not scared of the Falcons. The only person you really got to worry about on the Falcons is to stop in that running game. Literally, that's all you got to worry about. And like I said, the Eagles, I'm not scared. We beat them before. And I'm going to say it again. Yeah, they didn't have Jalen Hurts, but we didn't have our starting quarterback either. It was basically a backup versus the backup. And their roster was better that year with a loaded, receiving room. And they also had Gardner Minshew, who I think was better than goddamn Andy Dalton. And we still came out with a W because our defense plays better. And they lost a few good pieces on their defense this year. And they lost one of their best players on offense, their center, their Hall of Fame center. Now we got to see who's going to take that center spot and protect Jalen Hurts in the middle.
I think Fletcher Cox retired too, right?
Who?
Did he? Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox, yeah, for the Eagles. Did he retire? I think he retired.
I don't know.
I don't know if he retired or he playing one more year. But he might have retired.
I thought it was one more year, Slim, but I might be mistaken in saying that.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Don't count me being 100% right, but that it sounds right in my head.
Yeah. All right, let me answer it on NoCat real quick. He said, that is you hoping all that happens. How can you get 12 wins to a team with all those hopes and questions? It's not hope, my buddy. It's not hope, NoCat. And it's called what you got right now. Your defense is basically the same. Everybody's acting like we lost so much people on the defense. We didn't lose shit. We actually upgraded, adding a guy. Because remember on our defense, we can't never stop rushing quarterbacks. That's why they went out there and got Willie Gay, who can run and get those running backs, run and get those running quarterbacks for you. Willie Gay, I think, is going to most likely take Pete Warner's spot, especially like a lot of snaps, especially when they need to stop a running quarterback. They're going to use him in there a lot. Your D-line is basically the same as last year. The only difference is you added Chase Young, who I think is going to help boost when he's ready. And then you're also going to have Brian Breach, who I think is going to take another leap like he did last year. Saunders, it was his first year last year in our defense. I think he's going to improve even more and help with the stuff running game. I think we got us a good D-line. Your linebacker, DeMario, hasn't showed anything of, hey, I'm sucking. I'm getting old. Get me out of here. I think we're fine with the linebackers. Your DBs, and I said you're not trading them. This is me saying he's not off the roster yet. He's on your roster. So with a Marshawn Lattimore, a healthy one, because remember we didn't have him for like 11 games last year. So you don't have Lattimore, but you do have Lattimore now, right? A Debo, Alontae Taylor, Kool-Aid McKinstry. You got Tyrann Matthew.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, Hoodie, but Kool-Aid McKinstry, is that not the greatest name in football ever?
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what we was all talking about. I think they said, 3 names on the draft this year we drafted that was cool names. That like names that you would never think you would see.
It makes you want to go. We don't have Kool-Aid in Australia, but it makes me want to get you to send me like a crate of it from America, please and thank you. That is just like the greatest name ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no cap. No cap. Hang on, Hoodie. No cap. Yes, there is a lot of hope in what Hoodie's saying, but what, as a fan, we can't hope for this for our team. Yes, he is hoping.
No, and that's not the thing. And that's not the hope. But hold on. Let me say this too. This ain't the hope stuff, and I'm gonna put this message up too. This ain't no hoping, and this ain't no, hey, Carr, I hope you turn around, dog. All you gotta do is give him a good offense to type of run. Last year, and I'm gonna literally say it again, Carr wasn't the best at the beginning. The last 5-6 games, yeah, he looked better, but don't forget, all season long since week 3 or week 4 that we played Green Bay, he got hurt, and he was playing with a fucking injured thing. And I will totally agree with everybody. That dude was stupid enough to do that and try to play with a dumbass arm injury, which was your shoulder, instead of just resting, let Jameis play. And once you was ready, you was going to get your spot back anyway, because why? Dennis Allen loved Carr. So you was going to get your spot anyway, right? But he wanted to play through this toughness and play with an injured thing. Now you're giving him into a Clint Kubiak offense, which, let me tell you, last time Clint Kubiak was OC as the Vikings, that boy had Kirk Cousins with, I think, 4,400 yards. Dalvin Cook had 1,300 yards that season. And Justin Jefferson had his best season yet with 1,700 receiving yards that year. Okay? So their offense proves that they can do it. And like I said, it's almost like a Kyle Shanahan offense. You just go look at Kyle Shanahan, look at all the motions, look at all the running games they like to do, look at all the play actions, and you can go talk to Big Q, you can go talk to anybody. The best way you're going to get out of Derek Carr, like the best play out of Derek Carr, is a play action type of offense. And that's what we're going to be, running. Because we're going to be running the ball a lot, getting that running game going. Kubiak literally said it out loud. That's what we want to be as a run team first. Pound that. he said, then we want to do some play action. We want to do some motion. He wants to do a lot of motion. That's what Kyle Shanahan do. They basically doing a Kyle Shanahan just in his own little, his, how would you want to say it, his own little sugar and, spice in it, how he wants to change it up a little bit because it works. And that's his dad's offense that was in the league before. Kyle Shanahan's dad that was in the league ran the same type of offense, and it's always, worked. It was always a good offense, So if you're telling me that this guy just can't come in here and just get this running game going and get AK literally back up to the form that we know he can, because look what they did over there with McCaffrey's and look what he did with Dalvin Cook when he was the OC with Dalvin Cook. I think we can get our running game, especially Jamal Williams. And I already said it in your chat earlier. No cap, I'm putting it down right now. Jamal Williams gets more than one rushing touchdown this season. Y'all want to go bet on it? Go put some bet on it. He's getting more than one rushing touchdown this season. I'm calling it now. But y'all telling me with all of that happening, with the offensive coordinator coming in here, he's going to be a way better play caller than Pete Carmichael. So is that the case? If you know he's going to be way better, you telling me those games that we couldn't close out because of we couldn't just get in the end zone, if he comes and plays a lot better and coaches a lot better, you telling me we can't win more games than we did last year? The defense is going to be the defense. The defense is our strong point of the thing. Now, the question is, and that's what a lot of people got a lot of questions for this year too, will Clint Kubiak in the offense do good this year and outshine the Saints defense? And will the defense be the liability now? This the reason why the Saints might not make the playoffs or this and that. We don't know. But what I've seen from Clint Kubiak and his type of offense, I tell myself, why not? Why can't we get 12 wins? I'm looking at these teams. What team scares you? Do the Chargers really scare you when they rebuilding? They got no receivers. They got no Keenan Allen anymore. They got no Mike Williams. They got no Austin Eckler. That's a W. You playing Sean Payton with a freshly new rookie quarterback and a team with no Jerry Jeudy now too. So now they got Cortland Sutton. They not as scared. I'm not scared of them. We're not scared of our Carolina Panthers. The Falcons, we always split, which we could sweep. Anything can happen. We're going to probably split with Tampa Bay, but guess what? Tampa Bay is our divisional rival. We can always sweep them if we needed to. Like I said, we beat Cleveland before, so I'm not scared of Cleveland. We almost beat Green Bay until our quarterback got hurt that year. So why am I scared of Green Bay and snow? We beat Cleveland with snow. The Washington, they still rebuilding. I ain't scared of them yet. New York Giants, ain't scared of them. We beat them last year, and they lost their best player in Saquon Barkley. The Raiders don't know what they're going to be yet because they're still looking to find out who their quarterback's going to be. And that's going to be a rivalry. Not rivalry, but I would say revenge game, for Derek Carr and Dennis Allen both to get that win for them. And then you got the Rams who beat us last year. But I remember our offense couldn't do shit that game until the end of the third quarter. And we made a comeback. And in that fourth quarter, we were down by 8 points. And we just needed one more turnover or one more, stop to give our a chance to try to get back in and tie it up before the game ended. But it didn't happen. So you're telling me with a way better offensive coordinator, play caller, we can't do something? And I know we lost a good physical receiver in Michael Thomas, but he wasn't here for a lot of the season again. He was hurt again. So it ain't like we losing people. We having the same people that was really on the field. I think we're going to be fine. So the people that are saying, oh, well, 12 wins is too high. No, I'm just giving you what I think what could happen with everybody being healthy, nobody being traded, and just how it goes down if everything falls into place. Because we already know what Clint Kubiak can do. He can call plays. He can make that offense do it. You've seen the numbers with the people he worked with before. So why can't he do it again? And you see what the Kyle Shanahan, like I said, their offense the same shit. And Kyle Shanahan went to the Super Bowl this year. I'm just saying. Yep. If you're telling me we can't get more wins than we did last year because of that, I'm not being crazy. Like a lot of people think I'm crazy for it, but be real with yourself and be honest. You telling me with a better offensive play caller, and we just got 9 wins last year, you telling me with a better play caller we can't win? Most of those games, if you go back and look at them, we didn't get our ass whooped by a lot of digits. All of those games were like 1-score games, and it was because we couldn't score most of those games. Just really think about that. Most of those games was really close games, and we just could not score when we got down the field. We were just kicking field goals. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody thinks differently. That's like I said. No Cap don't see it because he doesn't believe in Dennis Allen in the first place, and he doesn't believe in Carr. And like you said earlier, we need that we deserve Ben Johnson. That's his name. I think his name Ben Johnson and a Spencer Rattler. I would love that. That would be fucking sweet as hell, to be honest with you, to have a Ben Johnson, that head coach who's an offensive minded, put him and Clint Kubiak together. Oh my God, what do you think that offense would do together, right? And then have Spencer Rattler as your quarterback that actually is a mobile quarterback that can probably, extend the play better. You know what I'm saying? That would be freaking amazing. And you know what would be even better than that? If Dennis Allen somehow decided I'm not going to leave and he just drops down and becomes the DC. That would be amazing, because then you don't even lose your defense either. And that would be an amazing shit. But at the end of the day, this is going to be my prediction on it, because if you look at the teams, they got a lot of teams that are struggling, still trying to find their identity, just like the Saints are. And none of them scared because we beat them before. Everybody's trying to do it.
Seahawks are looking for the new post Pete Carroll identity too, Hoodie. So that's a good point.
And that's this year, right? Because this is our first new
year. Yep, first year with with our dorky looking head coach that looks like my brother, poor Mike. But no, Cat. This is Hoodie's opinion. I'm reading your comments, No Cap, and I get where you're coming from. And if everything goes all right, all 32 teams are, all teams are in the Super Bowl. But it is way too early. I hate making predictions this early because, as I just said, Seattle has a whole new regime in place, and we've got no damn idea. But what I like doing at the end of each year is going back to where I make my predictions and see where I've ended up, because it is an opinion. Like I said, Hoodie's got the Cowboys as a loss. I've got that as a win, but that is my opinion. And rightly or wrongly, I'm reading your comments. Teams haven't finished their rosters. We've got, I think I read today, 84 players on our books for practice squad and first squad, and we need to cull. So I'm saying 7 to 9, and as I just said to I think it was Brutal Philly in the chat, that can get blown out. Injuries, who we have in, what happens on road trips. So what I'm saying 7 to 9, but hell, I will not be disappointed on first year if we get into the playoffs, which I doubt. But you know what? It is all an opinion.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, to kind of piggyback off of you, this is the one thing that a lot of people don't understand. They're like, well, you're hoping that this doesn't happen, and you're hoping that we don't get injuries. Well, guess what? This is my prediction of people, like any team that we playing. They healthy, and we healthy. We doing good, and we good. And I think we got a roster to compete with most of these teams that I put wins on. Like I said, none of these teams are hurt. We're not even hurt. But guess what? You never know. We can go into week 4 and everybody can be hurt. Then the prediction.
And I also think, Hoodie, it depends where you have your bye week. We had the bye week 5 and absolutely got smashed at the back end. We've got a week 10 this year, so that's going to work well, because from week 6 to 11 we've got a couple of home games, I think, but we're on the road trip from hell. So I think bye's coming to it as well. So, you may not agree with 7 to 9 for the Seahawks or 12 for the Saints, but it is all an opinion at this time of year. I'm not going to be making final predictions till I see what comes out of training camp and who makes rosters. And even then, I could be badly wrong, but that is my opinion.
And you know what the craziest thing too, when you think about it, look how many people are out there still available for free agency that are good, like literally starting caliber. Like if Michael Thomas can stay healthy for a team, he's out there still. You got Justin Simmons out there still waiting to be picked up. There's so many. Look up the remaining free agency people right now, and look at all the big names. Like the Saints might not even be done adding yet, because remember the Saints a few days ago, we got an alert on Twitter, and it says that the Saints was a team that was interested and was trying to get MVS to come sign with us, which is a wide receiver, right? So who said they're not going to look for somebody else since MVS didn't sign with us? And now they're out there talking on the phone with another veteran guy. You don't know what the Saints, So what my guess is, what we have on the team right now, everybody's healthy, everybody's ready to roll, and everything goes to plan as I think it will. that's my record. That's how I'm seeing this. I'm not gonna
I
look at it and say,
personally,
"Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared we're gonna lose because we're gonna only win
my
6 games." Because Dennis Allen is my head coach. I'm not gonna be like that.
no, I'm not going to be like that with Mike McDonald, but I will not make any firm predictions and hold firm on predictions till after June 1st for the post June 1st designations, because we may have a couple in Seattle that get designated that way. So I'm sort of giving these early predictions, keeping June 1st in mind as a sort of a deadline to see what's going on, settle down, have the training camp. I think it's coming up at the end of June. So while I'm saying 7 to 9 today, well, actually, I've said it for a couple of weeks after the draft, that's subject to change based on what I see if we make any moves in free agency, which I don't think we've got the cap for Seattle. But I'm waiting post. You will hear me say it more definitively post June 1st. But there's always going to be agree to disagree with these things, even within fan bases, because we've got the 12 saying we're going to the bowl this year. I wish 2 to 3 years maybe, but it's all opinion at the moment. As you said, there's so many variables still in play with this.
Yep.
And if you know for sure what your record is going to be, I'm going to start calling you Nostra freaking Damus. Because you're obviously, I live in the future, but you're seeing even past me.
Or I'll be betting money on everything.
I
knew the predictions.
I'll be rich.
I will be betting with you. Like, I live 17 hours into the future here in Australia, but if you can say this is what it's going to be for the Saints or the Seahawks definitively, shut up and take my money and put it all on now.
Trust me, we wish we could. I wish I could. But like we said, at the end of the day, that's somebody's prediction. And somebody asked me why you got them at 12 wins. Well, I explained to y'all why I think.
Yeah, and you explained it really well.
Yeah, and then like I said, oh well, I think we're gonna get 12 wins just because I'm just super excited. Woo! No, I went into details and explained.
No, you went into great detail with that.
Because, like I said last year, we won 9 out of 8 games. So your coach had a winning record for the first time in his coaching career. Went 9-8, won 9 games with an injured quarterback, like we said, that should have fucking sat down, healed, and did the smart thing, but you didn't. So you're playing through that. You're already playing with a terrible play caller who is very predictable. So everybody knew what it was doing. So our offense was terrible, and you still had games like almost every game. You had literally one-score games where you lost by literally one score. They had some games where I thought the game was over at halftime, but at the end of the game with like 5 minutes left, we're about to tie it up if it wasn't for a drop, pass in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, or if it wasn't for just the defense getting one more good stops because the offense wasn't doing good in the first half, but finally picked it up in the second half. If we can, like I said, with a new offensive guy that knows how to run an offense, that showed and proved that he can get people with their numbers up, you tell me if we can't just have him coach way better than what Pete Carmichael did and just bring your offensive ranking just 5 to 10 more. You tell me that can't help you get more than 9 wins, which means let's say you give me 2 more wins, that's 11 wins. I'm predicting 12 wins. So how is that crazy? Like a lot of people are predicting us to go worse. How are y'all predicting us to go worse when we're gonna have a better offense? I really do think this offense is gonna be a lot better because a Kubiak/Shanahan offense hasn't failed yet in the NFL. It has always been working.
So explain to me, sorry, Hoodie, who Kubiak is. Is that one of your new coaches?
Yeah, Clint Kubiak.
What's it? I've not heard the name before. That's why I'm wondering who he is.
No, you're good. He was the OC for the Vikings back in 2021.
Oh, of course he was. Oh, duh. I'm embarrassed as a Vikings fan to admit that I didn't know that name. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you might not know this, but that year in 2021, he had Kirk Cousins with about 4,400 yards. Dalvin Cook, the running back, had 1,300 rushing yards. And Justin Jefferson had 1,700 yards, which was the most receiving yards by him, ever in his career. So It's this type of offense. It's like if you go watch a 49ers game, you know who you hate, the 49ers. You notice how they do a lot of play action, they do a lot of motion, running people left and right and confusing you. That's what
Mhm.
Clint Kubiak does. And the reason why
Oh, okay.
why
Yep,
they
yep.
call it a and the reason why they call it a quarterback friendly offense is because they like to use the run game first, then they like to use play
Mhm.
actions, which is a quarterback's friend. But not only that is that because when you run a guy in motion, so let's say, I'm gonna use this as an example, Rashid Shaheed on our guy. He's the speedster guy, right? Well, you
Mhm.
motion him from the right side and tell him to go to the left side. Guess what? If they in man coverage, what's going to happen? The man on the defensive corner, he's going to follow him to the other side, right?
Gotta
Because
follow
they
him
in man
straight
coverage,
there.
you got to guard him. Well, if he stays in his spot and stays on that side, and while he goes, he's in zone. So you get what I'm saying? So it helps your quarterback read the defense
Right. I see
quicker
what
and
you're
better
saying.
before the
Yep.
plays
Yep.
even starts. And all you got to do now, who are they blitzing and are they running a cover 2 in the back with their safeties or what? Like you got to figure out what they're gonna do in that position. But at least you know right from the get go, okay, they in man or they in zone, and that's what I think is gonna help Carr out. And not only um, Big Q and everybody else says it. Derek Carr plays his best football when he does play action, and that's what this offense does. They like to get the running game going, use play
Oh.
action, and then I think the motion is going to help Carr out even more, saying, "Okay, I know the man now. This is what we need to do to kill this. This is what we're
Yeah.
looking for."
Yeah.
It's going to help, and that's why they call it a quarterback-friendly offense. So I said, if
Right.
we can, and you telling me with a quarterback-friendly offense that's been working for years with the Kubiaks and the Shanahan's type of offense, you telling me we can't get a little bit more better this year in offense, and telling me that's not going to help us get a little bit more wins than last year? I mean, I don't know why people can't say you can't see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But like I said,
Yeah.
it's my opinion though. It's my opinion though.
Oh
Too.
yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah. As I said, I should have known the name being a Vikings fan, but to my defense, the Vikings are my third team, so I don't pay as much attention. So
I ain't heard Slim in a minute. Where's Slim at?
I'm right here listening to y'all.
He's just been quiet.
no, I thought he dozed off. I swear I heard
No,
snoring.
I'm still here. No, I'm still here. I'm still here, baby.
It's so lovely to hear your dulcet tones, Slim. I could fall asleep. I've got a meeting tonight for work, but I could fall asleep listening to your tones. Read the phone book, Slim.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I've been here listening to y'all chop it up, yo. I'm still here though. Yeah, y'all made some valid points though. Both of y'all.
No, I tried to, Slim, but you're being nice. I talk crap most days. You know that.
I mean, yeah, but we respect you, man. You know what's up. You a Seahawks fan, we Saints fans, so we still family though at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And look,
here we go, y'all. Hold on. We got somebody from
oh,
Twitter.
okay.
Shout out to you on Twitter. I don't want to mess up your name, so I'm gonna call you by your last name.
Davion. Is it Davion?
Is it Davion? Davion. Okay, I don't want to mess up your name, so I'm gonna just call you Battle. He said, "Can you explain Packers win?" Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you right here. So the reason why I feel like we can beat the Packers, and a lot of people's like, well, it's in Lambeau Field, right? Well, we went up to Lambeau Field last year, a little early, so it wasn't too cold, it wasn't snowy, and we was up 17-0 against them, beating them, and we let that 17-0 lead and lost 18-17 in the fourth quarter. But don't forget, our quarterback went down literally like right after halftime, came out, boom, got hurt, was out for the game with a shoulder injury. We had our backup quarterback in, and we were literally playing everything safe with it. It's just safe plays after safe plays. Terrible offensive play caller too, by the way. So with a way better offensive coordinator and Clint Kubiak, who's going to help out our offense tremendously. You're telling me we was up 17-0 going into the fourth. We can't do that again against Green Bay. But some people say, well, it is December. It is snowy. And
I was going to say December at Lambeau. December at Lambeau won't be nice, but...
Yeah, and it is cold, right? But don't forget, not last year, but the year before that, we had an injured quarterback, and Jameis Winston, who was hurt, I believe, and we had to use Andy Dalton in that game against Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. And it was snowing against Cleveland, and we still came out with a W because why? We just ran the ball and did what we had to do, just like everybody in the snow. You just got to kind of run the ball, in the snowy weather. It's hard to throw. Some people can, but I was saying we was up 17-0 against them. So why can't we be that and actually close out the game next year against Green Bay? Because we're gonna have a way better offensive play call that's gonna actually help us score. And this is week 16 too. So this offense should be clicking on all cylinders by then. It ain't no Green Bay at
Should
the beginning
be.
of the year.
I
So-
heard you say should be, Hoodie. That doesn't fill me with
So that's
joy.
why I say
Not will be. Should
no.
be.
I just say should. The only reason why I say should be is because you can't guarantee that everybody's going to get his
No,
offense by
of
the end of the
course, of
year.
course.
But they should. You're a professional. That's your job is to do that. Which means if you don't get it, then you might as well call coach and tell him I need to sleep by your house and study until midnight every night until I get it.
Yeah, true. But I just like how you said it should be. No, be more confident, my son. It will be. It will be.
Yeah, it will be. I just said it should be too, just because not everybody's going to
Just
go, oh,
to-
you're going to predict the future. You're going to predict the offense.
Just to make just to make Packer fans feel better, he'll say should, but he means will. Sorry,
But
I'm
yeah.
in a mood.
But yeah, Mr. Battle, that's why I predict Green Bay win. Because
I think Green Bay. Do we have the Packers this year? Let me check. I think we do. Yeah, we got them week 15. That's going to be fun. I can go and give.
Right before
I
us.
can go and give.
Yep.
If we win that, I am giving Tom Grossi some amount of shit.
You mind doing
I'm
something
gonna-
for me? You mind doing something for me? Tell them to injure them up a little bit, get them a little hurt before we come up there.
I will do that. Yes, I will let Mike. I will let Mike know to smash him up. So, hey, but what? No, hang on, Hoodie. If I did that favor for you, what am I getting back for Seattle?
Shit. Well, who y'all play that this year? That might be
Okay,
close.
so week 1 we've got Denver at home.
Oh.
Patriots in New England, Miami home, Detroit, which is Monday Night Football away. Then we've got the Giants, the 49ers at home, then the Falcons away, then the Bills and Rams at
Wait,
home.
when's the Falcons game? Week what?
We don't play the Falcons.
Did you just say the Falcons?
Oh, sorry. Yes, we do. Week 7 in Atlanta. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I got you then. So we played on week 4. We'll injure Kirk Cousins for you.
Oh,
before
no,
week
don't
7.
do that. I love Kurt.
Oh,
Injure someone
my
else.
bad. Oh, okay, I injured B. John Robinson. Their main
Okay,
player there.
beautiful. Yeah, okay.
I got you. Okay, we'll take him out for week 7.
Slim, we're shaking hands. You can't see it, Slim, but Hoodie and I are shaking hands on the done deal. You witnessed that, right? Yeah, okay, good.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here.
Okay,
I'm
so
here.
then we've got the Rams. Hang on, we've got the Bills week 8 at home, the Rams at home. Then we have the bye week, week 10. Yes. Then we've got the 49ers away, the Cardinals at home, the Jets and the Cardinals away. Then we've got the Packers, excuse me, and the Vikes at home. Then we've got the Bears and Rams away. And that is us done for the
Y'all
year.
got a I'm not gonna lie, y'all got a tough this is a tough division. 49ers, Rams, and Cardinals.
Yeah, from week 6 to 11, I'm so glad we've got week 10 bye because that is hellish for us. But I'm just loving that we've got the Broncos at home 2 years after we beat them by that one point when I was screaming in LA.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, the post game, shout out to you for popping in here. He said, I dropped a video about the Saints. I'm thinking 9 to 11 wins max. So, by the way, who's your team? The post game, like who's your team that you really like? And
Who's your ride or die post?
And see, he got 9 to 11 wins, games. So, hey, I got 12 wins. So I'm just one above than what he was trying to
Yeah,
predict.
you're not
I'm
too
putting him
far
9-11,
off.
So he put Packers, Commanders, Rams, Eagles, Cowboys are all toss-ups. I think we split with every team in the division. Oh, he says, I'm a Saints fan. Okay, there you go.
Who's
Look
a
at that. Who
Saints
that,
fan?
man?
There you go.
Well, who that to you, man? Who that? I'm going to have to follow you.
Who that post game?
Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go. Let me go
Yes.
give you a follow right now, man. I'm going to give you a follow. Everybody that's in the chat, go follow the
I will go and follow.
post game.
Sure. The
Oh
post
wow!
game.
It's funny. I don't even have to follow him because I'm already subscribed to him. I must have watched one of your videos a while back.
Hang on, let me find him.
You know what I
The
got?
post game,
I need to put
stop.
all notifications on. There you go.
Got
Put all
him.
notifications on for all your videos.
Yes, I just did that. Saints fan, I hope you don't mind Seattle infiltrating post game because I got your referral notifications too, and I will definitely come and have a look.
Yep, she's a Seahawks fan, but she's over here and she shows love to the channel. So, But who that to your post game, man, said you got 9 and 11 games. That's what I'm talking about. See, like I said, I'm more one of those guys that's gonna look at the shit with an open eye instead of just some people who just
Yeah.
says I'm just not gonna believe in the team because I don't like Dennis Allen, I don't believe in his ass, and I don't believe in Carr. Like they gotta basically what they saying, they gotta prove to me that they can do that.
Gotcha.
It's
Hold on,
this
I
happens and this happens. Well, I understand, if this happens and this happens, trust me. But what I'm going off the prediction right now, and I said it again like 10 times already through this video, but my prediction is going off of what we have on the roster right freaking now, right? So right now we haven't traded Marshawn Lattimore, right? So he's on the team. So until we hear it, this is my players, So it's gonna be the same defense we had last year. You're adding Kool-Aid to the mix. You're adding Willie Gay. You're adding Chase Young. That's upgrading our defense right there. That's really good, valuable players we upgraded to. On offense, the only thing you really upgrading that offense is your offensive line and Fuaga. That's gonna be, somebody that's gonna really help us out. I think he's gonna be a future Pro Bowler. And then on the offensive side, you're doing Clint Kubat, who is a way, way better play caller than a Pete Carmichael. So if we went 9-8 last year with a lot of one-score games last year, just because we couldn't score, and you're telling me we added a really good offensive play caller who can probably bring us from, I say, put us about 5 to 10 more spots ahead of in the rankings, the offensive rankings than what we was last year. You're telling me we can't get 2 to 3 more wins than what we did last year? Why not? Why can't we, right? So that's why my prediction is, 12-5. And like I said, all these games, it's the NFL. They all can be tossed up. Somebody can play a bad game, no matter how good they are. Patrick Mahomes can have a bad week against us, and we beat them. And you be like, oh, we beat the Super Bowl. Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. And then we're going to lose to the shittiest team. You know what I'm saying? It's just anything can happen in the league. It's crazy.
Any given Sunday, as you said, Hoodie, any given Sunday.
That's right. Any given Sunday. That's right.
Hell yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes having a bad.
No problem.
But that's a Monday night game. We got Patrick Mahomes Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. But you never know. He might have a knee injury. He might have a knee injury by week 5 or something. We don't know.
Okay, but Hoodie, kneecapping him in the parking lot with a tire iron does not count. Might get you arrested, but does not count.
Well, yeah, okay. I don't know. We'll figure something out to try to beat him. Okay?
I was going to say figure something out, but I'm just letting you know that the tire iron to Patrick Mahomes, a la Tonya Harding to Nancy Kerrigan, does not work. I'm just putting it out there. You decide amongst yourselves, children.
I got you. And by the way, the post game says Saints only problems are Carr and Allen. I think we'll be the 3rd in the division, but this team should be better. I see what you're saying, Carr and Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen is a really bad problem, as a coach, because he likes to throw people under the bus. He, doesn't like to fix the beef in the room and just try to stir up, the pot even more instead of just fixing the problems behind the scenes and trying to just draw it all the news, to the media and lie and stuff like that. If he would just be smart with it and actually grow really good chemistry with his people, nobody would hate him because it would be a lot different. And just saying like, hey, yeah, I asked Pete Carmichael to stay here and he's ass and it's been terrible. So we're going to look for a new offensive coordinator and this is going to be a new offense you're going to see next year, with a guy like that. Then maybe the Saints fans would actually believe in him more, right? Carr, people don't have to believe in Carr. I think Carr is still a good quarterback. The only thing is this league is turning into a mobile quarterback league. So with a guy that, like his age, I say you give him this year, and then after this year, I think he's gone. To be honest with you, I think
so are you saying for Carl Hoodie?
With the Saints, he's gone completely. I think. Do what?
I was just going to ask. So it's a prove it year for Carr this year.
I think it's a prove it year for him to win the Saints fans back, but it's also to prove like, can you as a non-mobile quarterback, can you still play good in this league? Because if you really so let's look at I want to go look at this. Look at the teams that we're playing. Okay, you go play the Carolina Panthers week 1. They got Bryce Young. He's a young quarterback that can run. He's young. He literally is his 2nd year. Dak Prescott, he's a mobile quarterback. He can run. Jalen Hurts, he can run. Kirk Cousins can't run like that. Kirk Cousins, is the older quarterback. He's another quarterback that's probably going to be out the window very soon, right? Patrick Mahomes, he can run and utilize his legs if you need him to. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, he can utilize his legs if you need him to. Broncos, they just got Bo Nix. Guess what? He can run. He's young. He can utilize his legs. Justin Herbert, he is a pocket quarterback, but he will utilize his leg if you need him to because he's young. He did it in college. He did it in the NFL so far. Cleveland Browns, you got Deshaun Watson. He can utilize his legs if you need him to. Rams, Matthew Stafford, he's not a leg guy. So guess what? He's going to be a guy that's going to be out the window soon. Daniel Jones, utilize his leg. He is a running quarterback. Jaden Daniels for the Commanders, running quarterback. Jordan Love, a running quarterback that can run out the pocket. The Raiders, young guy in Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, they both can run and use their legs if they need to. And then you go back to Baker Mayfield. So and then you think of everybody else. Lamar Jackson, Joe
sorry,
Burrow,
you've got. Hang on, sorry, Hoodie. You've got. Is it the? You've got LA on the 1st of December. Get me a win against LA for my birthday, please. 1st of December, please and thank you.
Oh, we will try.
Sorry. I just saw that. So. Yeah. I don't know. We've got a QB problem in Seattle Post. Well, not really. No, we've got Sam Howell. Pocket passing, I guess.
Everybody's got to be a good pocket passer. But the reason why I say this league is turning more into a mobile league is because look at everybody that I just mentioned. They can utilize their legs and they can extend the plays. But like a guy like Drew Brees, he was a great pocket passer. He knew how to get the ball out of his hand really quick. But if you're watching from now, like he's been retired for I think 2 or 3 years now. So if you think about the players that keep coming into this league, especially at defensive ends, dude, they so damn quick. Some of these defensive ends are quick as a cornerback sometimes. It's just like they so quick, they so physical, they can outbeat a lot of these good offensive linemen. And guess what? Some of these offensive quarterbacks only got 2 to 3 seconds in the pocket, and the pressure's already there in your face. And if nobody gets open and you can't utilize your legs, you're messed up. You're done with. You better throw it out. Better run out the pocket real quick and throw it out of bounds, or utilize your leg and run with it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like we don't have a quarterback. The Saints never had a quarterback that can do that besides Taysom Hill. But Taysom Hill was never really a quarterback. He was just an experience on what we was going to do with him. But other than that, the last person that really could utilize their legs and run out the pocket and draw on the run was Aaron Brooks, and that was years ago.
How long ago was that? Gosh.
That was a while back. That was before Drew Brees even started.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if you look at all the quarterbacks in today's world, your quarterback that people really want as a quarterback, especially the coaches and stuff, they're looking for young guys who can utilize their legs and extend the plays because of how quick the pockets are closing these days. No matter how good of an O-line guy, they just coming after your quarterback left and right because it's just so quick and physical. And so that's why I feel like, if you put all these older quarterbacks that just stand in the pocket and was hoping that their O-lines can get to, remember back in the day, these people were like, 300 plus pounds, coming after you. and now it's all like 200, pounds, quick motherfucker coming off the edge after you. And that's the shit that scares me now in the NFL. It's like, damn, it's like a quarterback can't even get freaking 2 or 3 seconds in the damn backfield anymore before he's starting getting pressed. It's like crazy how quick and how good these defensive ends are. How athletic they are. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And that's the same shit on the defensive line. If your defensive line can't track down a mobile quarterback, you're gonna have a rough game against that team.
Oh yeah, ask me as a Seattle fan how I know that's true. All right, guys, I need to go and get something to eat because it's 3:30 and I just realized I haven't had lunch yet and I'm starving. So always a pleasure, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, Megan. All right, Megan.
All right, who dat? Go Hawks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty, so let's go to the post game. He said, granted, I think we pulled the trigger on a car to satisfy our need for a quarterback. Who do you want at quarterback once his car is gone? Shit. Who does Hoodie Jew want as his quarterback? This guy. I'll take
We
this guy.
want Rattler. I said it.
We want Rattler.
I knew that was coming.
I mean,
We
that's who I
want
want.
Rattler.
That's just me being 100% honest. That's who I would love to see. Just because the dude has all the potential in the world to be a starting quarterback. The dude was supposed to be a first round / second round this year, and he fell to the fifth because if you really look at all the teams that took quarterbacks from in the top 12, that was your main quarterbacks that teams. And there was another quarterback needy team, like the one team that I thought could have made sense for Rattler that could have went in the first or the second was the Raiders, because they don't have an answer yet at quarterback, So he could have
Right.
got drafted by them in the first or second round and competed with Aiden O'Connell. But, they didn't really go after another quarterback. I guess they believe in Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, who they have. So they kind of stayed put. Everybody else had their people, so they were just going with their best available that helps their team now because they don't need a quarterback. So he fell all the way to the fifth for us. And if you go watch my film study and go watch his highlights when I was breaking down his film study, this dude breaks so many tackles in the backfield as he's getting pressured, to stem the play, find the open man that came back to the ball. That's going to help us out. This dude made any throw you need him to make. This dude made some insanely plays where he was literally under pressure. He seen the guy open down the field, and this dude throws off a back foot 10 yards, maybe 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and throws off a one back foot and throws it over the defender straight into the receiver's hands where only the receivers can get it. Like, this dude literally was not a number one recruit coming out of high school and a seen as a first round pick, the number one pick coming out of college. When he was with Oklahoma, shit hit him in the face. He fell down and he took it like a man and didn't take it like a bitch. He took it like a man and just took it and says, I'm going to fix myself.
Right.
I'm going to correct myself. And he became a better teammate, a better leader, a better player. And people's like, oh, well, he didn't look that good at South Carolina. Yeah, with the worst O-line in history. They literally said that O-line was terrible for South Carolina. It was terrible. And the only receiver he had was Leggett over Leggett. Did I say his name? Xavier Leggett. I think that's his only receiver he had. Everybody else was trash. And this man still put up some good numbers, So that's why I would like to see a Spencer Rattler. And by the way, the other thing is Spencer Rattler offense in South Carolina ran the same offense Clint Kubiak runs. So if you watch an interview by Spencer Rattler, what he thinks so far, he literally says that, the offense I ran in South Carolina is basically the same thing Clint Kubiak, it's just a few other things you got to learn, because it's a bigger playbook, Other than that, he knows the type of shit they run. So that's going to help you out tremendously. And when you have a Clint Kubiak type of offense that a guy ran in your college that did good, his O-line was just terrible. So you get a better O-line, you got some better weapons, because it's the NFL, you got weapons around you, and you can still utilize your legs and run out the pocket. I think he's gonna be the Patrick Mahomes, the next Patrick Mahomes. That's how I feel it. Like the funny thing is, a lot of people say he looks like Patrick Mahomes. I said, well, maybe he is. Maybe he's Patrick. Hey, I felt bad though. I forgot who it was. Somebody on Twitter posted it, and I just wanted to smack them. They said, yeah, I can't wait till we get the team move version of Mahomes on my team to start. I'm like, the team move brand, really, bro? Really? You had to go there like that?
Oh, wow.
I thought it was messed up when he said that. The post game said, I think Spencer, being from South Carolina, I watch a bunch of him. I would love to see him get some reps. I think we should just move Taysom to a tight end running back. I think putting him as a quarterback just handy caps the team. Oh, yeah. To be honest with your post game, you know what I think Taysom Hill? I think Taysom Hill in a Clint Kubiak offense, they're going to use him like a Deebo Samuel. Line him up at running back, line him up at receiver, line him up everywhere. Like we've been doing kind of, but they're really going to utilize him a lot more like a Deebo, in that running back role, line up at the running backs and shit like that. And also post game, I want you to hear me out on this. You can put Y in the chat for me, put a Y and say yes, or put N, meaning no. Tell me if this play wouldn't be fire. And this is what I thought in my head. what if Rashid Shaheed, the Mr. Speedster, also got a little bit of a Debo type of role? And by that, I mean he gets some plays drawn up for him where he is literally lined up at running back to where they run an HB angle route, and he's going to be lined up against a linebacker. There's no linebacker with the speed of Rashid Shaheed that's going to catch up to him once he hits that second gear on that angle route. Right?
You ain't lying.
He put a Y in the chat. You're damn right. Y. That's a yes. He's lined up against a linebacker. You ain't catching up. Like there's so many good plays that can trick people, which is crazy. And that's what I was saying. They should just put me as the head coach. Tell the designer to step down, call defense for me while I help out the offense and the whole locker room and just cheer them up and make them want to follow me. Believe in us. I got us, and we're gonna go 20-0, sweep everybody, and go to the Super Bowl. I got y'all. By the way, we do have somebody coming on, Slim Self, that hasn't been on in a hot minute, and he is the most annoying Saints fan you can ever talk to. J Live.
Oh boy.
Here we go, man. You can't just give a nice intro, can you?
Hold on.
What's up, Hoodie?
Hold on. Alrighty, y'all. So, welcome to the stage.
Do it again.
One of my favorite subscribers, because this man knows his football and he's always right about everything he says. J Live.
Who that, baby?
That was better?
Who that, baby? Back at
it. What's up, man? What's up?
What's up, bro? Should be asleep, but I ain't.
Shit, you know how we all are on the weekends, man. You're like, should I go to bed early for I don't fuck up my sleeping routine during the week? Nah, it's the weekend. I can do what I want. And, you just mess it up. That's always me.
Look, at this point, I'm just like, I get to work whenever the hell I get to work tomorrow. Forget it. I'm good, bro.
I'm with you post game. I'm with you, man.
So what y'all talking about, Hoodie?
So we're talking about the schedules, and then we have a lot of people.
I saw you pick everybody. I saw you pick, the games.
Yeah. A lot of people was against me because they don't see us getting 12 wins, But like I told them, and I'm gonna leave this up here for you again. But hear me out, J Live. And what I was trying to tell people is this is my prediction. So it's just what I see my team could do, and this is what you're looking at right now. This is no Marcellus Lattimore traded, because he's on your roster currently. This is what the roster what we got right now. This is what the defense that we know the defense can be. This is a better offensive team, with a Clint Kubiak. It's definitely going to be – there's no way this offense gets the same or worse. It's going to be better because this offense is working in there for years. So you're telling me we just move up 5 to 10 rankings in offense. You're telling me those games that we lost last year that was one-score games while we had a terrible play calling and a hurt quarterback, you're telling me we won 9 games and you're telling me we can't win at least 2 or 3 more games with a better offense and an upgraded roster. A lot of people are saying, well, we haven't really upgraded on the roster. Well, I mean, defense, we had a Willie Gay.
No joke.
Well, they said it's the second easiest schedule in the NFL. That's what the NFL said, according to the NFL.
That's just because they're looking at probably like the Panthers and the Broncos. But I promise you, if you take out those Panthers and Bronco games,
yeah,
like this schedule is no pump. and the Raiders, of course. But I think the Chargers going to be a very like an improved team this year. I think Washington is going to be a decent team this year. They ain't going to be no easy win. And the Eagles game, that's always a tough game for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, it's the NFL. Look, Hoodie, honestly, bro, I'm with you. I don't think we're gonna have a bad year. I think it's gonna be better than last year.
Everybody thinks I think there's a lot of Saints YouTubers and there's a lot of the Saints fans out there that just think that because Dennis Allen's just your head coach and Derek Carr had a terrible season last year. Well, not terrible season. He didn't have the season they were hoping for, paying a guy that type of money. They thinking we can only get 6, 7, 8 wins if that. I'm like, how are you thinking the Saints going to get worse when we getting better? The offense is going to be hella better. the defense is gonna be there. And the cool thing is, you add in like pass rusher and Chase Young, who I feel like is gonna
Man, it's
do
really
good
going to
this year.
depend on that old line, bro.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. It's the O line, right? But the question is Ramczyk 100% out? We don't know. This is just
Play better, bro.
but we need him to play. Fuaga, I think he's gonna be our Pro Bowler. And
No,
like
I think
said,
I think he's gonna be a star just like Ramczyk was. You know.
I'm waiting to see if the Saints are gonna go after any more free agency people, because we just had an alert like earlier this week saying that the Saints was interested and was talking to try to bring in MVS, at wide receiver, but he went to the Bills and signed. So is there another, more people going to go after? Because let me see. Let me look up on my phone right now. I'm about to look up the free
I
agency
really
people.
like our young talent on our team, bro. Like I don't think we are injury away from being in trouble, right? At the wide receiver position, but honestly, like the young talent we got on our team with A.T. Perry, Chris Olave, Rashid, those three right there, I think A.T. Perry would do just fine, bro. Like he just need more targets. Like every time they targeted that young man, that man came up. He came through for us every rep.
Let's see. So best remaining. Okay, so let's see. What need do we really want? So let's look at receivers, because this is running back. So remaining receivers out there that they saying that are best, like the best free agent receivers. Michael Thomas, he ain't coming back. Hunter Renfrow could be an option for the Saints to look at. He's a guy that knows car. He's still a good receiver. You got a McCole Harmon or Corey Davis, Julio Jones, Russell Gage. You got Lynn Bowden, who played with us, Randall Cobb, Sterling Shepard, Robbie Chosen, Richie James, Shaquem Grant, Martavius Bryant. So you got some, decent people out there. Still out there. And let's see, if you wanted to add another tight end because you just feel like your tight end room just isn't that, you got Logan Thomas out there still. You still got Robert Tonyan. You still got Jimmy Graham if he ever retires. I think he is. We got Mercedes Lewis. And that's about it, for your tight end, because everybody else, signed extensions and contracts this offseason. Now, offensive tackle, like offensive linemen, that we need to look into, because of the injury with what's his name, Ryan Ramczyk. You got Donovan Smith out there, David, David Bakhtiari, I think that's how the Green Bay Packers guy that played for the Packers. You had DJ Humphries, Jason Peters, who was old, Charles Leno, Billy Turner. You got a Cameron Irvin, Duane Brown. Just some people that's out there that's kind of getting old. Offensive guard, though, you remember, because we don't know who's going to take over that offensive guard. Dalton Rosner is still out there. He's a big name that the Saints will go after for offensive line. You still got the guy like Trey Turner, who we thought might help the O-line last year, but just literally straight got injured right when he came in. Greg Van Roten, who's a good guard still. You got a Mark Glowakowski, that's how you say his name is. But
man, Hoodie, bro, got a quick question. My mind was thinking, who was that?
You good?
We brought somebody in at, I think it was tackle or
Lucas
guard.
Patrick?
No, it was last year, and he played well. He was a black lineman, and he was
Irvin?
only winning Irvin. Man, they wrong
he's
for
out there
that.
too.
That dude played pretty well for us. Wait, is that the one that played, or is that the one that got hurt early?
He was the one that played for a little while, and then I think he later got hurt. But the one that got hurt right when we got him was that Trey Turner guy.
Yeah, Turner was that's right. So yeah, I like Irwin, man. Like that dude stepped up. That dude stepped up and he played well. But honestly, bro, if Fuaga pans out, we still got a lot of question marks at left tackle.
Oh, remember how people wrote about the linebacker? Remember people was asking about the linebacker position, best remaining linebackers out there still, Shaq Leonard, amazing. Zach Cunningham, still amazing. Kawan is still out there. Those are 3 good linebackers that are just sitting there waiting to get picked up. If you worried about your cornerback room, because you might lose Laddie Daddy. You still got some young stars, but they still got Stephon Gilmore out there, Xavier and Howard, Steven Nelson, Patrick Peterson.
I still don't understand. I still don't understand why they let Kawan go, bro. Like I still don't understand.
And safety, Justin Simmons out there still, Michael Hyde, Eddie Jackson, Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams, like big names safeties are
Hey,
still
but
out here.
you're gonna have to go get Simmons. You gotta spend some bread on him.
And I wouldn't mind spending some bread and give him like one of those type of contracts that we always do, where it doesn't hit too much against the cap this year, because you will have more money next year to pay him even more. Give him like some bonuses and shit. That's what I would do to bring him in. Because just think of that defense.
And
that we
what?
got now,
Start him
and
over.
no, he'll be that
What was
position.
that guy name?
He'll be in Marcus May's spot because Marcus May got released. Remember? So it'll be
Howden.
him. Yeah, Howden. So it'll just be Justin Simmons and Tyron. And then you have Howden out there, and then you have Howden out there if you need him. Like if somebody.
You know what? The key to the Saints defense is their secondary.
Yeah.
100%.
Secondary right now because it's just been so good.
The Saints, since Dennis Allen has been there, we always had a strong secondary.
Yep.
I'm serious.
And guess what? I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I'm being 100% honest. I really do believe what they were saying. I think Chase Young will be ready, for the season after his little surgery he had. So I think Chase Young will be ready for the beginning of the year. And also, I think this is the year that he's going to actually sign and get his opportunity to show who he is, because this is a 1-year contract, and this is basically you get paid by you being on the field and by your plays, by your plays.
Right.
So if he wants to get paid, he's got to show it.
And look, bro, he's in New Orleans. Like, the coach is different. He gonna get fired up to play for this team, bro. Because, man, if he has success, and you know how this fan base is, man, he gonna see love like he never saw it before. You know what I mean? And if he buys into this defense, which I think he will, because we got a strong defensive locker room. You know what I mean? I really think if he buys in and he has early success, this could be a good year for Chase Young. And that injury, I feel the same way. He played through it last year. You know what I mean? So I really feel like with him just getting the surgery, it couldn't have been that bad. It's just, it sounds horrible.
Yep.
You know?
Y'all remember? Hey, Slim. Hey, Slim, you still there?
I'm still
here. Hey, Slim, you remember? You remember when I was gonna ask y'all? Do y'all remember when? Oh yes, fuck yeah, we saw Chase Young. I'm so fucking excited. And then like a day or two later after he signs, he will need neck surgery. What the fuck? This is the worst signing ever. How the fuck will you sign somebody that needs neck surgery?
Didn't TJ break that?
Yeah.
I think TJ Jones broke.
But the funny thing is, but the funny thing is though,
I remember that.
The thing that made it the most funniest out of it all, people didn't really look into it and was like, let's hear what the contract sounds like first before we start going insane now, because we didn't get to see the contract. And then after people found out the contract, they kind of went back to, okay, it's still a good signing, let's go. Because it literally says you got to be on the field to get your money. You can't just come in here injured. And I think the Saints for now on need to start doing that with a lot of people, especially veteran players when you sign them, just because look at all the people we tried to sign before. Des Bryant, Trey Turner last year, where you think you're going to get somebody and
Des Bryant. And look, it goes as far back as Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
That didn't work out too well.
Yep. So they just need to start doing that a little bit.
We signed him, and who else got hurt? It was somebody. What was the first dude you said, Hoodie?
What are you talking about?
That we signed and he got hurt.
Oh, Des Bryant.
Oh no, you're right, Des Bryant.
Yep. Shit, that was back in a good old day when you had the boom and zoom back there.
Man, bro, we was hyped up over that Des Bryant.
Right, huh?
We was hyped up.
The whole locker room was hyped up that the dude got hurt in fucking practice, didn't even get to play a game for the Saints. Literally the next day, the next game that we had after signing him, man, we was playing Cincinnati. They were in Cincinnati scoring left and right on Cincinnati, putting the X symbols up for him, representing them. And I was like, damn, dog. I said, dude, they were ready to see him play, and this dude couldn't even get to play one game with us because of the injury.
Right.
It's
sad. Just like Mark Ingram threw it up.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, AK and
everybody was throwing it up every time they scored.
Yep.
But I remember like Mark was the first one. Like he threw it up first. I remember he scored first. He threw it up.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be.
man.
It's gonna be a. I think it's gonna be a more fun season to watch this season, just because
Say,
it's not. Because we all know what the Saints defense is going to be. They're always gonna be there for us. The thing is, what is the offense going to do? That is going to be the fun thing to watch this season. How do the Clint Kubiak offense, works for you? And I said this earlier, J Live. I don't know if you was in here, but I said the reason why I feel like we can get more wins this season was because the number one reason why last year we lost a lot of these games that were very close was because we just couldn't score, right? Well, Clint Kubiak is here to score for you, and the number one thing I like about his offense is that quarterback friendly. And what I mean by quarterback friendly is 3 or 4 different things you can add into it, right? Number one, they like to run the ball. They like to get that running game going. That helps out your quarterback tremendously. He don't have to throw all day long, right? Second of all, when you get that running game going, it helps out with your play action, which helps out any quarterback. Play action is a quarterback friend, Third, you get to bring motions in. So if I bring Rashid Shaheed from the right side and I tell him go to the left side for me, motion to the left side, if that cornerback that's on him follows him to the left side, that means they a man. There you go, quarterback. You already know they in man coverage. Now you just got to figure out what type of man, who they blitzing, if they bring in any blitz, right? Or if he stays on the right side when you motion him to the left, then you know he's in the zone, right? Now you just got to figure out what
hey,
type of running play to do it.
or you got Taysom Hill motion in the backfield with Kamara,
Yeah.
which is a threat.
Yeah, you got so many different things that can happen that's going to be so much fun. And that's the thing. Remember how last year we was like, why the fuck are they not utilizing Taysom Hill more? Every time he gets like 7 or more touches in a game, we win. We didn't get that.
Right.
We didn't get that last year.
Well,
So
you know what?
Clint Kubiak's going to use him.
They pay him too much money for them not to use him. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like he's like they use him like a gadget player when he should be part of the game plan. You know what I mean? Like for real. Shit's crazy to me.
But everybody, all I gotta say is all the Saints fans that are being too, how would I say it, too scared or too safe with your predictions just because you don't like Dennis Allen and you don't like Carr, saying we're only gonna get 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins. Well, I don't know what's wrong with you. We ain't about to downgrade that bad with a way better offense. Y'all gotta be silly.
God, bro. You know what? Carr really, he really irks me. Know what I don't like about him, Hoodie, is that he don't start playing until he gets down. You know what I mean? Like he has to be in the worst situations for him to come on. You know, I just want his ass to come out there and start going from first quarter to second to the third to the fourth. At least be consistent.
Well, let's program him. Let's program him his head like Bobby Boucher, where he sees everybody
But he don't like it,
as an
buddy.
enemy. But no, not that. I'm saying you're gonna program him like a Bobby Boucher to where right when the game starts, he sees like he's already losing. Like he sees in his mind he's losing, and he's just in that mode all game long. That would be cool,
That'd be cool, bro. But how long he been in the league? How many coaching and offensive coordinators he don't got fired?
A shitload. He had a shitload, but they were shit though. They wasn't good though. You gotta be honest with you. They were not really good. The only person he had success with was John Gruden. And then the year that he was doing amazing, they had him in the MVP conversation. He got hurt right before the playoffs, and they made it to the playoffs, and he didn't get to play in the playoffs. And then,
all right, speaking about quarterbacks, because Derek Carr gonna piss me off before I go to sleep, Hoodie. Okay. What about? I'm really looking forward to that Jake Haener and Ratliff battle in camp. Now, hey, honestly, who?
Oh, we lost you.
Then Ratliff. I think it's decision making.
Do you mind saying that again? Because we did lose you for a second.
Oh, I said, I think Spencer is better. I mean, not Spencer. I think Jake Haener is better than Ratliff. His decision making's better, bro. I think Ratliff he's one of them people that got selfish goals. Like he wanted though for 300-400 yards a game, and that's good. That's good. but is it team first? And that's what I don't know about him. And you know what? Honestly, honestly, when I look at him, I don't see a change, man. I see a guy that recognized that everybody was looking at him a certain way, so he realized he needed to change the way he come across. But I don't see it. I don't see a change, man. You know what I mean? Like
I seen a change. You know what? You know what made me change? You want me to tell you what made me see him that he changed? It's just the way he gets interviewed, the way he talks, and the way his coach at South Carolina basically said in one of the interviews was that this man came over here. You know, I did coach him over there at Oklahoma a little bit. He said, but you can definitely see a lot difference. He said the locker room for the last 2 years at South Carolina voted for him to be the leader, you know, the captain of the team, you know, to be that guy to help, you know, with the team because they just loved him and they loved his personality. Like I said, I think he changed a lot compared to what you've seen. And the QB1 show where he was saying, you're trash, you're ass, you're making me lose. He ain't saying that. I don't see that in him anymore. Like, this dude had one of the worst O-lines in the league, and you didn't see him bitch one time, you know, at him and was cursing him out. He just did what he had to do to make the plays. I think he definitely changed. And to be honest with you, I think his arm talent and his upside is so much bigger than Jake Haener. Jake Haener might be more maybe a little bit smarter with his decisions.
What I would actually do, I did it today. I went back and I watched film on Jake and I watched film on
Rattler.
Catch his wide receivers in stride. I'm talking about in full stride, extension. Able to get a lot of yak. Spencer Rattler balls come up short. Now he's able to get it there, and he does make some, and not all of them. I saw some throws that was really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I just have to grade, and also you got to keep in perspective, he played for the SEC. He's going against the Clemsons, the Florida States. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The LSU.
You got to keep that in perspective.
Yep. That's the thing. He's playing in one of the best conference in college football, and this man still making these amazing throws off of the back foot. You know, like I said, if you just go watch I got a video I put out that was a film study. Just go watch that highlight. Just watch that film study I did, and look at how many times I wrote it back and broke down some of the plays where the pocket literally collapsed, quit on him. He ran out, extended the play, and he might be 5, almost 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he's running off his back foot. And he throws it literally over the defenders, right into the receiver hands, only where the receiver can catch it. Like some of these throws, like he did a lot of them like that. That was insane. And like they said, all the coaches and all that you know evaluated him before, they said all of them said the same shit about him. His arm talent, he can make any throw you need him to do. He can make it. He's got that type of talent, and he can run out the pocket. He can extend the plays, you know. And a lot of people say he just needs to be a little bit smarter with the ball here and there. Other than that, this dude's got the potential to be a starting quarterback. Everybody said he could. Some people were just worried about his attitude from the QB1 show, you know? Cool.
There's something about that guy, bro. Like, he is not checking one of my boxes, and it's in a leadership like it's on a leadership like level. Like, it's something about that dude, bro. Like, I feel like he has selfish goals, and it's not even coming from the show. It's from me watching him and watching his answers and really looking at his answers, and just realizing that this guy realized that he has to change his image to be marketable to other people, and that's a good thing because that's a sign of maturity, just like you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
him understanding, but is it him understanding that he needs to come off a certain way, or is it him really changing? and that's what I'm fighting with, because you know what, with Jake Haener, I don't have to go through this conversation. Like,
oh, you there? Hey, J Live, you there?
Yes. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for like a few seconds.
Man, I'm in the garage. I'm too far, and then it's
There you Shit, it's cutting you off again.
I'm off. I should be. Am I on now?
Yep, you're back on.
Okay, I'm closer, so
Alright,
should be good. Nah, man, but I was just saying. I think Hayner gonna take it, bro. Like I think what I'm hoping for is I'm hoping because if it was just this coaching staff at the Saints, they'll let Jake Hayner slide through their fingers. But I'm hoping Kubiak comes on and he's looking at every offensive player, quarterbacks, of course. And I hope Jake Hayner really impresses him, where he's like, hey, we need to give this guy a shot and sit Derek because he's going to suck. He sit Derek somewhere on the sideline. Like, I hope he can get in their ear, even if he plays the whole season. I hope he get in their ear enough where they give this guy a shot. Because I don't want Jake Hayner to be another Jake Delhomme.
Yeah.
How we just let that dude slip through our fingers, bro. And I really feel that about you. I felt that way about him. And look, Huddy, I'm not just saying this, bro. I mean this wholeheartedly. When I saw Thomas, I looked at my wife and I said, babe, he's a better coaster. And my wife was like, what? He ain't took a snap, ain't caught a pass. When I looked at Kamara, I said, babe, Kamara's a better Pierre Thomas. Like, you know how much we love Pierre Thomas, but he is. He's a better running back than Pierre Thomas. But Pierre was still one of my all-time favorites. But I'm just saying, bro, like when I'm telling you Jake Hayner is the one, Jake Hayner is the one. We can win with him. And he won't fold under pressure. He's always going to be well prepared. He would never be our weak point. And we can win with this dude. Radcliffe is going to be that guy that try to do too much. Listening to the media, listening to the social. I'm telling you, bro, it's too much. I don't even want to go through it. Like, yes, that boy has skills. And if he beats out Jake, then, hey, I'm all for it. But I want to see him beat out Jake because I don't think he can do it. Because I think a coach, anybody with good sense, seeing both those quarterbacks and working with them every day is going to see that Jake is that dude. Remember how highly impressed they was. The same thing they said about Spencer in that little mini camp was the same stuff that they were saying about Jake Hayner in the off season. How impressed they was, how smart he was. And they both got the same compliments, so credit to both of them. But I truly think Jake is the one. And maybe
I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do think Rattler, just by looking at his talent, looking at his plays, looking at the colleges he played, just because of the conference he was in, I just think he just has the better upside and looks better. That's just my opinion, though. Compared to Jake
look, fair. We saw most of the same highlights and all that. It's fair. And like I said, you truly have to put in account he played in the SEC. Like, just not even try to forget that point. He played in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pump. What's up, Slim?
What's up, J Live?
Slim ass be up late, boy. I swear, if you want to catch Slim, you got to catch Slim after 11. I swear to God. Oh, never see my boy.
I be chilling, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Man, hey, Slim, you out there in the city or what?
Did I watch what?
I say you live in the city?
Yeah,
like you live in New Orleans?
I'm uptown.
Okay. I thought you did.
I thought you did.
Nah. No. I don't mean that no type of way. It's just that from previous conversations, the feeling behind you was that you stayed down there. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm here, yeah.
Shit, boy, after Katrina, boy, I swear I just left and never came back.
I hear you. I hear you.
Shit.
A lot of people ain't come back.
A lot of man, it's a lot out here. You notice that real quick when you leave. You like, oh my God, we up here working jobs like this, bro. First job I got when I came to Texas was at Boeing. I was working at Waste Management in New Orleans. First job I got out here was Boeing. I don't mean to change the subject, but I'm telling you. Yeah, boy, Boeing was nice, bro. I'm talking about, bro, if you worked Saturday, they paid you double. They paid you overtime, regardless if you had 40 hours or not. You worked Sunday, you got paid triple time. You said you didn't want insurance, they gave you like a $2,500 check December 21st. Like, bro, that's just what you're saying. I don't want insurance. They'll cut you a check right before Christmas. Like, bro, that's crazy.
It is, dog. It
I
is.
said, bro, hey, Texas, they open their eyes quick. Quick. It is so much of a difference. Like, this the job market. Just the job market. Like, your dreams can come true down here. Literally. And people, that's why, bro, everywhere, every person you meet down here ain't from here.
Right.
I promise. Because everybody come from lesser, places with, a worse situation. California, New Orleans, Mississippi. Everybody from everywhere else, but from down.
Right.
It's crazy.
Hey, J-Lo.
All right, bro. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this, because I'm just curious what your thoughts is on this. What is your thoughts on the Falcons with a Kirk Cousins cut? I feel like a lot of people are.
That was a great move, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback, but I think they overhyping the Falcons like they so fucking amazing because they just added Kirk Cousins. Like their receiving core is still ass.
No, but look, just say this. Atlanta got talent. Atlanta got Bijan Robinson is a talent. Their biggest problem was quarterback. And and everybody knows that Kirk Cousins can come in there and give them at least, an above average, I would say average to above average performance consistently. You know what I mean? And that's gonna pay dividends for them. They are definitely better with Kirk Cousins at the end. Because remember, bro, they had Ritter. He sucked. He really sucked.
But guess what they do lose now? Adding Kirk Cousins back there, guess what they lose? J.
I'm listening.
They losing they're losing that mobility out the backfield with Ritter and Mariota when they had it. But guess what? And Kirk Cousins, don't forget he's coming off an ACL injury. So
they drafted Michael Penix, right?
Right. And hey, bro, I thought that was a good move. They got hated on so bad for that. Like that's straight up saying what everybody already know. Like, at least they playing it like it should be played. They playing it like we should be playing it with Derek Carr. We should be drafting a quarter if we.
Oh shit!
Because we know, you know Kirk Cousins. Derek Carr ain't that guy, but he's a Band-Aid, and that's what he is. He's a Band-Aid, and you're looking for your future 10 to 15 year quarterback.
I think we did the same though. We went after a quarterback. I mean, this thing we got a quarterback that was supposed to go in your second round, maybe the first round, because of how many quarterbacks went in the
And
first
we
round.
did the best that we can do with the chips that we had, definitely. And I hear you, but the Falcons was a little bit more because their pick was it was their first pick.
Hey, I got a question for y'all too, and for anybody that's in the chat watching. I want to know y'all thoughts on this. So, a lot of people hate Dennis Allen. We all know that. I don't really like Dennis Allen on some of the shit that he does. But can we do one thing? Can y'all tell me and agree with me one thing about him? Don't y'all think Dennis Allen finally, as a head coach, is a little bit smarter than some coaches that we had, especially with the drafting process, where he drafts at the need that has the best player at that needed position, and also if they don't have something that they really need, they do the best, available on the draft. He's been doing a lot of bringing in the people that we need. Like before, we didn't want to bring in all LSU guys. We finally brought Tyrann Matthews home. He got Chase Young to sign with us. He had what's his name? Jarvis Landry a while back to sign with us. You know, I feel like his recruiting and his drafting has been amazing, and it doesn't seem like he's going out there to say,
Hey, well, Hoodie, just look at this.
"Oh shit, you broke up."
Hello?
Yep, and I can hear you. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, just look at this, Hoodie, because I like the way Dennis Allen draft too, just the way I feel about his draft picks and how he go about it. But how many of them draft picks hit? And I think that's the question we really got to ask ourselves. Like, I like
the last 3 years.
Yeah, he's been in for what, 3 years, right? Head coach.
Yeah. This is his third year. This is gonna be his third year. So his third
Okay.
draft.
So what players from his drafts? Because I honestly, I like the way he drafted. I like the people he brought in. But at that time when it happened, but what players has truly hit in these last 3 years?
I'll name a few for you. You ready?
All right. Well, Rasheed, yeah.
Olave.
That's one. That's real.
Alante Taylor.
Yes, I agree with that.
Now, if you want to talk about some undrafted players too, like you said, Rashid Shaheed, he was one of them that hit. I'm trying to remember who was the 2021 draft. So that's when we took him. No, 2022. 2022, 23.
Yeah, but who the hell did he draft last year that hit?
I'm trying to remember what was last year's draft.
We had A.T. Perry, and
last year. Last year was A.T. Well, A.T. Perry was in the later rounds, but there was somebody else. Oh, Jordan Howden.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Howden did good. There was somebody else that was like in the second round that was really good. Was it Alante Taylor or that was his rookie year? I mean, that was his second year last year.
No, that was his second year last year.
Let me look that up. Let me figure out. I'm gonna look up the last few drafts because I want to remember. I can't remember everybody, but I know some people.
Brian Brzee.
Yep, Brian Brzee. Let's see.
That was last year.
Saints drafts. All right, in 2023, he took Brian Brzee. They took Isaiah Foskey, who showed flashes. He was just hurt. A.T. Perry shows you some flashes. Hey, your boy, Jake Haener.
Yeah, my boy Jake.
Yep. Nick Satterberry, who hasn't really played a snap because he's hurt. Who was hurt last year. Jordan Howden, that was one. And let's see, 2022. I think that was Alante Taylor's year, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Chris Olave. Alante Taylor, Trevor Penning, DeMarco Jackson, the linebacker, who's a really good special team playmaker, backup guy, and Rashid Shaheed was your undrafted guy. And let's see who was the 2021, which was his first year. Paulson Adebo, Pete Warner, and Pete Warner, and then everybody else knows the fucking Peyton Turner guy that fucking hasn't served shit. Ian Books, not here anymore.
Wait, time out. Didn't Peyton Turner get drafted with Sean Payton?
I guess so. Maybe he only had 2 full drafts. Maybe.
I don't think he got drafted with Dennis Allen.
Yeah, true. It was 2022 and 2023, and then this was 2024. So yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, Peyton Turner, and then was the other people. Okay, yeah. So we're right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then he went, and then this year, Fuaga, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and then Spencer Rattler. And you notice they didn't waste any draft picks to get him either. That was a good thing. They just sat there and waited for the people to follow to him.
But I love Fuaga. I love that pick. To me, he was the best. Yeah. He was the best lineman out of everybody. To me, I think that what I loved about him was the reaction that he got from everybody he put his hands on. Bro, these guys was backing up. I'm talking about everyone that he touched. They backed up, whether it was with 2 hands, 1 hand, it didn't matter. When he hit you, and you saw the effect in your body language. It backed you up. It definitely, and not everybody has that effect when they put their hands on you. But he put his hands on you like a grown man. I love that about that dude. And for him not to give up any sacks, come on, bro.
Right.
And he a beast in run blocking. Moving to the second level, man. Yeah, but you know the growing consensus is that Ramchek ain't gonna play another down, bro. And that's coming, and we
Yeah, I
hearing
think
that
he done.
from
I ain't gonna lie. I think he done.
yeah, we hearing that from the big name heavy hitters in the Saints media. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like we hearing that from everybody. The growing consensus is that he is not going to play another snap, and they just waiting for the right time to cut him. It's crazy.
That's what sucks, man, about the NFL injuries.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can go into the season feeling really confident about your team, feeling really good, and just a few key injuries can just blow your season away. And blow your career away too, especially like for a player, they can just literally just be done with. Their career is over.
Yeah.
After all the hard work they put in to get there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like poor Ramchek, bro. That dude had a bright future, and look at him. He going through it right now. His career might be over.
Yep. We got Roy in here. Roy said, we're going to be Chiefs. Bring back Jameis Winston. We're not going to be Chiefs like that. Calm down, Roy.
Hey, where Jameis went? Jameis went where?
The Cleveland.
The Cleveland Browns.
I told my brother today, I told him Pittsburgh, but it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? When I said it. But he went to Cleveland. That's right.
Oh, let me ask y'all this too. What was y'all thoughts on when y'all heard the video of the Mario Davis and Tyrann Matthews backing up Dennis Allen, calling him a better coach than some coaches he ever had?
I don't hate Dennis Allen, bro. Like Dennis Allen is a great defensive coordinator. Like, bro, remember life without him? Good Lord. Like, he does a great job. Now, does he leave a little room, a little meat on the bone as far as head coach? Yeah, he does. but he's learning as he goes. Is he getting better every year? I would say yes. And I like Dennis Allen.
Went from 7-10 to 9-8.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all both, everybody in the chat. When you apologize for scoring a touchdown on your most hated rival,
God, he is a vagina.
That rubbed me the wrong way. You don't apologize to Atlanta. Come on now, bro. You know what it is. You know what the rivalry is. That's just me personally. You don't apologize. You don't apologize for that.
He is a little.
That's soft.
Bro, but see the only thing, Dennis Allen, you know what's weird about Dennis Allen, Slim? If you fire him as head coach, does he agree to stay on as the coordinator?
Nah, he done.
He could.
He done.
He could, but I don't know.
Done. He's done.
Done. Man.
Oh man, you don't apologize. Come on, everybody in the chat. Would you apologize to Atlanta for anything? Come on now. Would you apologize to Atlanta of all teams?
Let me ask y'all this: what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do as like you, Slim Self, like you as a person that don't really like Dennis Allen for what he did, and other people that hates his guts? What are y'all gonna do if the Saints start clicking on all cylinders, especially the Clint Kubiak offense, and the Saints somehow come out with a 12-13 win season, make it, let's say to the conference championship. They get knocked out, but they make it that far. And both times we beat the the Falcons and the Bucks. We beat them both. We sweep out division. And all he does was like, hey, we scored 35 points, they should have been able, they should have stopped us. Last year I was trying to be too nice because I knew that asshole over there that was trying to yell at me was going to lose his job anyway, because look where he's at now. He ain't there anymore, right? So what would y'all do if he just came out just like a straight up
hoodie? He ain't got the guts to do it.
I say, what if he did? No, I say, what if he did?
Nope.
Y'all be like, what the fuck? Like, what would y'all mind? Like, what would be going through your mind if he really did that? No, legit, like, literally, like, if he did that, what would happen in your mind? Would your mind just be blown? Be like, what the hell just happened?
Exactly.
Who the heck has he been hanging? Who the heck has he been hanging with?
Right, like, bro, like, this is our most hated rival, and you go apologize. But if he actually came out like, man, look, you don't want us to do it, then stop us. Okay, that's what the Who That Nation wants, right? That's what we deserve, right?
To be honest with you, if he would have said that last year and just been like, look, I understand the frustration, we was up big, we already won, but hey, my boy hasn't scored all season. We wanted to get him up on the score, and guess what? You're our hated rivalry. We are the biggest rivalry in our division, and if you don't like the person to score, then guess what? You shouldn't allowed us to score. But we was there on the 1 yard line. We took our opportunity. We fed our boy who's been working hard in practice every day. So that's on him. Sorry. Not sorry. If he said it like that, dog, the Saints fan will probably give him a second chance again this year. Like, they'll probably be like, you know what? What he said? I like him. I don't give a fuck all the mistakes he made this season and all the lies. That right there kind of won me back a little bit. But once he said it, oh, I'm so sorry and all that, that's what blew everybody off. That's like, oh, fuck this shit. Fuck that.
Hey, you know what I hope he learned from this? I hope he learned that all that backlash he got from that was because he opened up his mouth. Next time, keep your business in-house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope he learned that. Keep your business in-house, man.
And then, to your point, J-Live, he threw his players under the bus for that. No, you cannot do that. Well, the players that decided that. No, man, come on. This is Atlanta we're talking about.
He should have been mad.
I'm just saying.
What's up, God of Creation? We know it's God of Creation back there. Because I just seen him pop up in the chat. And then there's a randomly new person named Chef. Yep, it's your voice. Yep, that's you.
Now look, God of Creation come on when he hear my voice. You know that, bro.
Yep.
Oh, first of all, no. You wish.
And he's here.
Man. How y'all doing?
We doing good.
Hey, man, we going to get 11 wins. Y'all know that?
You said that last year.
Hey, guess what?
No, I didn't. I said 15.
You know what's crazy, God of Creation? Hey, God of
Hmm.
Creation. This is my record prediction, and people was going crazy about it, saying I'm stupid for saying 12 wins.
Well, the Saints
Let's see.
losing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why are people? Is that 12?
Mm-hmm.
Why are people mad? You don't got the Browns one. The Browns one might be a little bit like iffy, but I mean, last time I checked, we had Packers in a jail box, but then Derek Carr got hurt, and then they won the game. Yeah, you got us losing to teams that we probably should lose to. I hope we don't go 1-1 against Falcons.
Yeah, I
but
hope we sweep them.
Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be that satisfactory for us. But I mean, it's not like it's not impossible. People saying this, but I don't think people pay attention to what the team does. Like, people don't actually pay attention. Like, we had a terrible offensive scheme, and we were one Derek Carr injury away from being the leaders of the division, and that was with a terrible offensive coach. But now we got somebody with competence, which, don't know how or how much or how great we're going to be, but it's definitely an upgrade. I think there's too much, too much negative people. Like, oh, it's all hope is lost. Like, saying we're gonna be a 7-win team, like, that's, I think that's like floor. Like, we would just have to, like, I don't know, we have to get injury riddled to be a 7-win team.
Yeah, I can't.
Or just like, I think that the highest I think we could be is 12-win team. The lowest, I say 7. But we're probably going to need 10 10 plus wins to win the division. You know, just with the Falcons having a cake schedule.
People are saying 7 wins. Just think of this. I think we're going to sweep the Panthers because they're not ready to beat nobody yet. Still, even though they upgraded a little bit all over the place, they're still not that team yet. So I say we beat the Panthers twice. Let's say you split with your divisional rivalries, the Bucs and the Falcons. So that's 2 more. That's 4. The Chargers are a new team that are still looking with no body besides Justin Herbert and a new head coach.
Bro,
So that's 5.
You know they got Jim.
Giants is 6. Commanders is going to be 7 for me. Raiders will be 8. Broncos, we're gonna get our revenge on our new Sean Payton team, all new people. So that's like 9 or 10 right there. So like literally, like how you gonna say 7 wins? Or for some people are saying 4 or 6 wins. That's the shit that got me going crazy. 4 or 6 wins.
Those people are outrageously like tweaking. Like they gotta be smoking the finest and purest cocaine in the world. Because that's just disrespectful. You know what's crazy is I say this. It's like we were 9-8, and the Texans were 10-7. But look at the difference between how people view the Texans versus the Saints. The Saints are right there as far as being on the same tier of a team as the Texans. Matter of fact, the only difference is they just got a better offense, but we got a better defense. Like people don't think. I don't think they think far enough. They just like, oh well, the Saints were 9-8. We've gotten out. We haven't gotten worse. Like that's one thing I'll say. You know, Dennis Allen might not be the greatest leaders, but at least when he saw shit was terrible last year, he was like, you know what, clean the whole offensive, leaders in there. And then he also set us up for the future with drafting Spencer Rattler. So whether he's our
you mean Jake Hayner, right?
You saw what?
You mean Jake Hayner? Like they drafted Jake Hayner last year?
No, bro. I'm not talking about no damn Jake Hayner, dude. No, we're not. No, we're not talking about Jake Hayner. No, we're not. Jake Hayner is gonna. Jake Hayner is who Jake Hayner is.
Respect on that man's name. I'm trying to tell you.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
What do you have an obsession with Jake Hayner or something?
That's my guy. I just wish everybody else got
so wait, hold on, question. So, if that's your guy, do you like Dennis Allen? Do you think he's a good coach?
I look.
No, just answer the question. Please just answer the question. You go.
Bro, yes and no, you know, like
yes and no.
I love what he brings to the table, bro, because he brings that defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
so question is the no part. What do you think? Because this, I kind of just sit down and think about it too, and I'm like, when I think about the coach, right? Head coach gets fault for everything, which is really unfair because if you look at a team basis, he has one side of our team completely ready to go and amped up, but no one gives him the credit he deserves for having the defense on go. But people discredit him because the offense is bad, even though he does not. He probably hasn't called a single offensive play since he's been with the Saints ever.
At all.
But he gets looked at bad because the offense is bad, which
because he's the head coach.
That doesn't make sense. No, name me one coach that controls both sides of the football that's ever done that. No coach has ever been like, I'm calling the offensive plays and defensive plays. No coach does that.
No, and you're right. No one does. But our offense was sucking so bad and we were so predictable. He needed to step in and do something.
He needed to step. But my thing is, which is true. You said what?
I said he probably did. We don't know.
Yeah, that's facts. Which I think he just we know Dennis Allen. He's a precaution guy, right? So I think what he wanted to do was like maybe we can pick this up. It's like it's like a relationship kind of thing. So how some people hold on to relationships even though they know dang well they should just let it go because it's not working out. I think that's what he was trying to do with Pete Carmichael, and
So
he learned.
See, just tell me a name, bro.
You said what do you mean? Tell you a name about what?
We don't have to speak in subliminals. What's her name? What she did?
What are you talking about? Oh man, I ain't. Nah, I don't got nobody. I'm chilling.
You know what happened though, huh? J Law was fucking with him. He was like, "So what she did, huh?" And you like, "Huh?" What
right.
And then right when you figured out, you was like,
"Hell no to the no, hell to the no."
Yeah, he tripping. Yeah, he biting. I have no idea what he talking about, but I just feel like we kind of give Dennis Allen too much animosity when he's been.
Yeah,
he's been getting better each year.
I guess the biggest question mark is Kubiak, bro. Like,
yeah, that's it.
I really hope
he's not even a question mark.
His motion and scheme.
He is. My thing is. We know what Clint is. Clint is actually, he's proven. I think it's more of, to be honest, it's more of the players that have to
prove
lock in
that offense. Yep.
Yeah, like now if the players aren't like,
they got to know the playbook. They can't be thinking about the playbook.
Yeah.
Hey, guy, crazy. You know what I like about Clint Kubiak's offense, and I said it earlier. This is my number one thing. It's a quarterback-friendly offense. And I told Live and everybody earlier, this is the 3 big reasons why I like it. Number one, they like to be the run game first. They like to have that running game going, right? That's number one. And that's a quarterback-friendly thing. You need to run the ball for your quarterback. Don't have to be the guy to do it, right? Second, when you get the run game going, it helps with play actions. That's what they love playing next, right? Play actions. And number 3, they do a lot of motions. And what happens when you motion a receive Saheed from the right side to the left side? If the corner doesn't go with them, what that means? They're in the zone. If the corner does go with him to the left side, that means they're in man. So you already know what defense they're in. Now you just got to figure out who are they blitzing and what covers are they in, whether in a 2-man or whatever they're going to be in. So that's what's going to help out your quarterback even more. That's why I love calling it a quarterback-friendly thing. And all we got to do is just execute the offense, which his offense proven in 2021 when he was OC. Cousins had 4,400 yards. Dalvin Cook had 1,300 yards. And Jefferson had 1,700 yards.
Hey, you know what I want to know? I want to know how Kubiak uses tight ends. Because if we could have Johnson and that new tight end that we got from Michigan.
Hoker.
Yeah. That'd be a nice addition to the offense.
Yeah. They might can get some out of Foster Moreau, because Foster Moreau's a blocking tight end.
I guess.
Everybody gave up on him after he dropped that 2-point conversion. Everybody gave up on him against the Jazz game.
Yeah, when he dropped that touchdown, bro, I'm not a fan favorite. He's not a fan favorite.
What's up, T Dirty?
T Dirty in the house. You gotta pay us $10,000 if you don't come on. No, I'm just joking. You don't have to. Jerry's not in here tonight, so we'll let you have a free night tonight. You don't have to pay $10,000 if you don't come on. Just messing.
Yes, indeed.
I just like it when he comes on. You hear the beep 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 just in the background. You just hear him talking his damn shit. Talking about his damn team while you're hearing him working. Shit, I wish I can just talk about my Saints and go live while I'm at work without getting in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, by the way, I put in somebody's it might have been no cap, no filter earlier when I was watching him. I think it was his chat I was telling him about. I do think if once Chase Young is ready, like he's healthy and he gets out there, I think Cam Jordan's gonna be in a lot better position because you're gonna see most likely Chase Young and Carl Granderson starting that defensive end each, because they both, younger, producing a lot more. And Cam's gonna be like that rotational guy that you need to rotate in. He might could play a little bit of D tackle if he needs to,
Hey,
but
he might be in on that NASCAR package with him, Young, and Granderson on the line.
Yep.
I can see that. I can see that.
I can see that. I mean, because Cam is still a good pass rusher. And whether he on the outside or the inside, he's still a good pass rusher.
T Dirty's in bed now. Okay, so you're not at home. Beep, beep.
Oh man.
It's definitely been a good show though. My boy Slim South been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes with me.
Yo hoodie. Remember the time we first chopped up? We hung out till like 6 a.m.
Hell yeah. See, a lot of people
That's
don't
it.
know that. See, a lot of people don't know the behind the scenes. So like, usually now, but like when I first started up my channel, I was kind of new. People that actually started coming on the show, like Slim South started finally coming on. And when he finally started talking on the show, like after the show went off, I hit the end button. But whoever's on the podcast, that hits the link, is still on there, and they still back there until I leave the the thing, and you're there. So we'll end the podcast and then I'll just talk to him just literally after the show. How was everything? So it was me, him, and my boy King Nep, and we literally was talking one night about football, just talking about YouTube, just talking about everything, just life in general. And we literally stayed up. I think we ended the show at like 1 a.m, but we was on the Astro StreamYard talking still till like 6 a.m, just talking.
Yeah, chopping it up.
Chopping
Yeah.
it up, having fun. So that's why I try to tell people it's a fun thing. As a YouTuber, just to be able to cover your stuff and talk to people. But it's just after this shit too. It's just like the number one thing that that made me feel so good the other day was not too long ago when I finally came back, for the draft. And I was away for like 2 or 3 months, just to kind of get my mind right, focus on me for a little bit, while we had no football to talk about. And right when the draft came back, I came back and everybody that was always there was still here. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody does that. They say, oh, well, this person ain't did shit in 2 months, man. Fuck him. And they just go find somebody else and they don't come back. But y'all are Lord and everybody's been here since day one, which is really, really nice, and it's really cool to have. So I do respect everybody that's always here supporting the channel.
That's what's up, buddy. Look, we enjoy your content. I enjoy the time you come on.
I appreciate you.
I like the late night Saints talk.
Yep, because not everybody can get on during the day, and then by the time you get home from work, everybody's fucking off, So the late night show kind of works for some people.
Yes, indeed.
Philly's still in here. 100, yeah, 100. Philly. Even though you're an
Yeah,
Eagles
Philly.
fan, and Philly, don't get mad. Yes, I got us down as a win. The only reason why I got us down as a win against y'all, because y'all coming to us. Y'all in the dome. We beat y'all last time we met. Yes, you didn't have no Jalen Hurts, but guess what? We didn't have our starting quarterback, Jameis Winston. We had Andy Dalton there versus a Gardner Minshew. So that's why I feel like I said, you know what? We're at home. We're coming off an L from the Cowboys. Let me beat y'all. Even though I think the Cowboys like a coin flip too, just because they haven't really gotten better. They literally gotten worse a little bit because they lost their running back. And the only person they added to their running back from now is Ezekiel Elliott. So just being honest. So like that's a coin flip right there too. So shit. What I'm hoping this season, I'm hoping that the Clint Kubiak offense and all that is working really well, and we can actually somehow shock the world when everybody votes against us and said the Saints are going to get their ass whooped on Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Saints show everybody who they are. That'd be nice. That'd be
That would be.
That's the question. Is there anything that you got to see this season from the Saints that can make your head turn back to, okay, I can trust this guy. I can believe in this team.
Because, hey, you know, we need to see
Chiefs?
consistency, bro.
To beat the Chiefs? Just beat the Chiefs? Y'all be fine
No,
with it?
we need to see consistency.
Gotta make the playoffs. Gotta make the playoffs.
Okay.
I just want to see consistent play, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to be up and down every week. I want to see them string together some wins.
So this okay? So like the schedule I got right now, would this be okay with you? We win, we lost, we win, we lose, we win, lose, win, bye week, lose, win, lose.
Do we win after the bye week?
No, you lost after the bye week against the Rams.
See, there you go. Now, see, that's too up and down for me.
Hey, motherfucker, I still got us at 12-5 in the playoffs.
That shit sound horrible. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Man, I just want to see the Saints make the playoffs, man. We gotta make the playoffs. This playoffs a bust. Yeah, everybody in the chat, what y'all think?
Crazy.
Playoffs a bust.
This is the thing I'm crazy about. I want to know what the fuck's everybody thinking, especially Saints fans, saying we're gonna finish third in the league again in the division. Like what?
Nah,
we're not
finishing no less than second. But what was we? We was tied for a 3-way tie, right?
I think we all were, but the Bucks
That's
had
fucked up. Even with Ritter.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yep, and we still had a winning season. Just think of that.
That's crazy.
You still had more wins than losses, and that's the argument I'm having with a lot of other people. Like, I understand their thoughts about not liking Dennis Allen, not liking Derek Carr. I understand all of that, but they acting like we just got worse. We gotten better, and to be honest with you, other than losing Ryan Ramczyk at right tackle, right, because of his probably ending, his career ending injury thing. Other than that, who do we really lose? Because everybody's gonna say, well, Michael Thomas. Well, he didn't really play that much last year either. Again, played for a little while, got hurt.
And real talk, Ramczyk, his play was declining, not because of his skill set, because of his knee, because of injury. Yeah. But he really wasn't giving us that much injury.
And let me ask y'all this question. I just want y'all to focus on this real quick. A lot of people are saying, oh, I'm giving the Saints like maybe 7-8 wins. But just imagine if you lose Marshawn Lattimore. Like, I'm literally going to change that to like 4 to 6 wins, if that. And I'm thinking.
I'll do 7.
No, hear me out, though. Hear me out, though. This is why I was saying that. People are talking like that. But did we not win 9 games last year, and Lattimore missed 11 or 12 games last year? He only played like 5 games for us, and we still won 9 games without Mighty Daddy?
I feel you. Now, some may say we had Yadam, and Yadam stepped up.
And we lost him, though.
Guess who else stepped up really good? I guess who else stepped up
amazing? We lost him to the 49ers. That makes it amazing.
Debo did really good last year. Remember that.
Bro, Debo been solid for us since he been here. Like, I'm not even messing with a defense.
And the thing that's making me mad, a lot of people trying to shit on Alontae Taylor. Just put on the film the last time you seen Alontae Taylor play outside. He was destroying motherfuckers. You put him in on the slot, that's what killed him. You put him in as a slot. He's not a slot guy. He played outside or he played safety. He wasn't inside the damn thing. Let me play slot.
And to me, he wasn't terrible at slot. You know what I mean? He wasn't terrible at slot, bro. I mean, it wasn't C.J. Gardner-esque at slot, but that also was his first time really playing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And but we know the talent is there. The talent is there.
Hey, Philly, you talking about Tyrann Mathieu?
He was awful. Didn't he lead the defense in interceptions?
Yeah, Mathieu was the main part of why the defense was good.
Well, you know what? Tyrann Mathieu actually, his picks came at the right time. They always
Tyrann Matthew was the best part of our defense. If you
Yeah,
really
he was
ask
solid.
everybody.
He's solid. Like, I'm happy that he's coming back. Like, literally. So he handled his business.
Yeah, I think he did good last year. I don't think
It's the other safety spot we need to get right.
Yeah, with the other side.
And you know, Howden here, rookie. But I tell you what, I wanted him more than I wanted. What was that guy we had? May.
Marcus May.
I hated him. Well, I hated that dude. I never liked his signing when they picked him up. When I saw him in coverage, I said he's not good in coverage. He don't fit our secondary because our secondary is our strength, and he was a liability. He was okay in run defense, but he sucked in pass coverage. Man, he wasn't good at all, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean
definitely drop off from Marcus Williams.
Philly said a lot of busted coverage. Not when I saw him. Basically saying Matthew wasn't good when he was watching him. I mean, Matthew was probably the best guy on our defense last year. You know, in the backfield, like in the safety position spot, he did really good. Held it down for us. But I feel like if you find him a really good safety, whether Jordan Howden, you know, steps it up this year for us, or if you go pay a little bit of money, get a Justin Simmons back there with him, Tyrann Mathieu will upgrade even more than what he is. He was watching more than what he had to than what he normally does, just because he had a rookie back there with him. Because Marcus May wasn't there because of injuries or because of his suspensions and all kind of drama bullshit. So Tyrann Mathieu was all over having to do everything back there, while the other guys just covered. And don't forget, a lot of busted coverage is going to happen too when your D line didn't get enough pressure either. You know, because your boys are covering all day. But I feel like with the new addition of Brian Bresee from last year, who stepped up the middle, he's gonna get better. I think Chase Young addition is gonna help us out with pass cover with the pass rush. Carl Granderson, I feel like he's gonna continue to grow like he's doing. Matter of fact, shit, if Cincinnati wants to trade Trey Henderson, I'll trade him. I'll get him back on our squad. We'll give me Trey Henderson again, back on my Saints. I'll take him back. We should have never let him walk too, huh?
Should have never let him go. No, should have paid him.
Had one good season on his last season, and you just on his prove it year, and you just let him go. Like, oh, it was probably just a prove it year. No, that motherfucker went on and started being the best defensive end, one of the best. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
October 7th. I don't know. Kansas City. Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting game. No, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro, remember how that defense came to play when we played Kansas? They came to play.
Real talk.
Oh man, that shit got ugly.
Hey, you know what's? You want me to tell y'all something real quick? Look. So, last year, I'm just being honest with you. Just the way I seen the guys' offense, how confident I am. This was us last year. We can't get in the end zone. We can't get in the end zone. And this was me last year during my watch parties.
The field goal is up, and it's good.
That's what I was playing last year. Now, this year with Clint Kubiak, we should be playing this a lot more. And to be honest, I'm not gonna say should. We will be playing this one a lot more.
Hey, Hoodie, Juby, 6+1. Now everybody at your seat, it's about to be a throw. Everybody on your feet, it's a black and gold touchdown. It's a black and gold touchdown.
We should be playing that one a lot more. Okay, we should be, or will be. But I'm just letting you know, as a New Orleans Saints fan, we will be playing this all year long.
You already know. Need to change that to there's some hoes in his house. And you play them refs.
Oh man. Boy, Hoodie be having them sound bites, boy.
That's crazy, man.
what you're gonna hear. No matter what, we're always gonna hear that type of bullshit. We're gonna have to play it.
Oh man, that's funny.
We'll hear this one a lot more too.
First down, Saints. Move them chains.
We see that a lot more.
We should. I ain't gonna lie. We should hear that. We should hear that more this year. We definitely should hear that more.
Yep. If we don't, then don't know.
We have a problem. Ain't no way. Because one thing about them Kubiaks, I can say that. One thing about the Kubiaks, they do no offense. I can say that much. They no offense.
Yeah, it's the Kubiaks and Shanahan's. That's their offense. The Shanahan's and the Kubiaks. They just basically run identical type of plays. It's just the playbook might be a little bit different, you know. But other than that, they run basically the same shit. That's why I'm trying to tell people. Like somebody was, I forgot who it was trying to argue with, saying like they're not really the same offense though. They really are the same offense. Why do you think Kyle Shanahan asked him to come be the quarterback coach? Because they run the same shit. He can help Brock Purdy in that position.
Right.
Exactly. So they run the same shit. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of shit like the 49ers. You're gonna see a lot of motions and all that shit. Just go watch the 49ers game highlight and see all these motions they do. That's the same shit you're gonna see here. It's just gonna be worded different. It's gonna be a little bit different, maybe, schemes, stuff like that. But other than that, everything's gonna be the same. Just being honest.
Right. Exactly.
But Slim, we're about to end it here. We've been on for almost 3 hours, so we're gonna end it right here. For everybody can enjoy the rest of their night, get to sleep, get some rest, and then we'll have us a beautiful Sunday tomorrow. If I get back in time, depending on what time I get back from doing everything with the family, we might can go live again, and talk about some more stuff. But but with that being said, I appreciate everybody that was in here watching. Who was watching tonight? Definitely appreciate my boy Slim being in here for the whole 3 hours.
I
Chatting
can
it
have
up.
whatever I like, yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Shout out to Miss Megan who popped in earlier as well. Shout out to everybody else that popped in. We had 2 YouTubers that popped in. We had No Cat No Filter Saints, so make sure y'all subscribe to him, and also the Post Game, who is also a Saints fan. So make sure y'all go subscribe to the Post Game as well. By the way, I figured it out. Remember that Battle guy? I didn't know I think his name was Davion or something. Battle, and he asked us about the Packers win. Yes, he's the guy. He's the guy that is the host of the Post Game that came in through the YouTube side and commented. I noticed that because it said he liked my liked my stream on Twitter after I answered the Packers game, and I noticed on his wallpaper it says the Post Game. So and it's got that link, to his thing. So I noticed
I subscribe. Yeah. Shout out to Davion Battle.
And shout out to Philly who stood up in here. CJ Who-Dat, the run game should be better. Hell yeah. Kamara and Williams should get back to themselves. By the way, anybody who wants to make an easy bet for next year, Jamal Williams will have more than one rushing touchdown next year. I'm calling it. Y'all more than welcome to put that bet. That bet should hit straight on through.
Yeah, I call that. I'll tell you that too, especially in the red zone. Yeah, I call that.
With the quick Kubiak offense, they definitely gonna utilize him a lot more. So, but with that being said, everybody, love everybody. Thank y'all for tuning on in for 3 hours. And so if you don't mind helping me end the podcast like we always do, we always tell everybody who
that, baby.
You heard them. Who that? And we are out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.